Every day starts with a strong starting lineup. Start your day with Carl Schoening in the starting lineup. Mornings 6 to 8 on Ticket 760.
Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, there we are. What do you say we light the beam one more time before we call it the end of the work week? Welcome in to the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma, a Thursday night edition, an edition featuring a special guest that we'll get to here in a second. Although if you are watching on YouTube, you can see him sitting awkwardly close to me right now because...
It's got to be in frame, baby.
You got to be in frame. Look, true professionals under this roof. And by true professionals, I mean one true professional, and that's the guy that controls...
Should I drop spill a little tea right now?
Well, what's your tea? If you're spilling it during the intro, it better be good.
I saw Puma yesterday, and he told me about the special guest, and I was like, did you tell LG?
And what did I tell you?
I'm going to tell him tomorrow. I was like, dude, you need to give him time.
No.
He's gonna be pissy at you.
I
had your back, LG. So don't buzz me. All right.
No, give him the buzz. Give him the buzz just for old time's sake. I understand the stress and pressure that LG is under, and I didn't want to weigh him down with any unnecessary anxiety about having said guest on tonight. No, we're back once again for another edition here, broadcasting live to tape if you are listening to the audio version here on the north side of San Antonio, where it's almost the final week. We are only 10 days away from the FIFA World Cup final held at, where is it? Go.
MetLife.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
Hey.
I still call it, can we still call it the Meadowlands?
I call it, what they call it? When everybody breaks their, like...
Oh, yeah, when everyone blows out an ACL on the
because of the turf.
Terrible turf, yeah.
Death Life or something like that.
Speaking of NFL, do you realize what yesterday was?
Well, it wasn't Cowboys training camp. So.
No, it's not. That's coming up right after the World Cup final. And we will start our divisional previews next week, actually.
Oh.
I know.
Excited about that one. No, I do not.
Yesterday
No.
was 9 weeks to the day from the NFL Australia game. We will have NFL football in our lives in less than 9 weeks. It's coming fast.
I'm so excited for it. How LA Rams, who just all of a sudden submerged their salary cap somehow and
they're good at
signed
that.
another big name and
They're
got
good.
Myles Garrett, the defensive player of the year. How the hell did they do that again?
Who are they playing?
Well, he begged, the league that he didn't want to play the Niners in his home stadium
See, this
because
is
we
when
take
I rile
over.
Cap up about
And
Niners.
he's like, please let us play the Niners somewhere else.
See, this is how I get him ready for the show. We have a Brock Part.
I'm already going to go off on the Yankees, man. I'm going to go off on everybody.
Well, hold that
Yeah,
thought because we are going to do a Yankee minute. We are going to talk more World Cup because our guest tonight, my good buddy Toby, actually has gone to more World Cup games than I have this cycle, which means he's gone to more than one. So we'll get his thoughts on the World Cup. Main segment,
Experience.
we're not going to do Spurs notes, but we are going to talk one more main seggy of NBA hoops because Toby, I think it's safe to say that was definitely the first thing we made friendship over, although now you would probably call me a traitor.
Yeah,
and
you are 100%. This guy, I've known him for 10 years, worked together, connected on Mavericks Talk. We're like, oh, dude, you're from the DFW. I'm a big Mavericks fan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now when I text him, I was like, you ain't one of us, bro.
Oh, he's one of like your family members that you always talk about.
Oh, 1,000%.
I still think he's a closet Mavericks fan. He always brings it up, and I'm just like, dude, I thought you were a Spurs fan. We
Look,
don't talk Mavs.
did I watch-
Luka's not there.
Did I watch
Cooper
hey,
Flag ain't that
What
man
about
yet.
Sergio though? The next Luca.
Next Rudy Fernandez.
Hey, even better. No, I did watch Mavs Summer League earlier, and I am here to report
I rest my case.
it didn't move. It
didn't
nothing.
move?
It did nothing.
It didn't
for
twitch?
Me. Nothing.
Nothing?
Not even. Not even.
Nah. Who'd y'all even
A
draft?
eunuch in a strip club.
Who did y'all even
Absolute
draft?
No action.
See how I say y'all? Who did y'all draft?
The Spurs drafted a couple guys that played earlier with Carter Bryant playing Summer League ball. No, we're going to talk some hoops in the main segment because Toby is a massive hoop. We might play an impromptu version of 82-0 even. Are you familiar with the game 82-0?
No.
So it's a website, clearly some kind of data aggregation tool or test, somebody having
So a nerd built it.
very much so. A lot of nerd. A
lot of analytics.
A lot of analytics. But it's basically you're served a team and a specific decade, and you pick one player from that list at one position, and you fill out a starting five to see if you can.
So you have to go all the way back to like the 60s and 50s?
Oh,
or
yeah.
what?
Oh, yeah. But sometimes if you get lucky with some of those, there's only 9 teams from the 60s. So if you get lucky, you're going to get a Bill Russell or a Wilt Chamberlain or someone that's really going
Iceman.
to a little
Not
later.
copyrighted by that guy up in Toronto hanging with Kawhi.
Also not copyrighted by George Gervin, copyrighted by some boot company that has Iceman technology in their boots. Who knew? Who knew? No, I do want to get a state of the Mavs from you, Toby, because although I am no longer a fan of the team,
There better be a weave in there, Toby.
I
like
still-
Mavs weaved in with a bunch of other stuff.
I still
Because if I
talk.
go like 15, 20 a straight Mavs top, I'm checking out.
I was thinking, 15 or 20, let's not under. How about a tight half hour? Who knows how much fun we could have. And then lightning round, look, we're not going to avoid it. It's the biggest news story. We're not doing a Spurs notes segment because I said we were done with those. But we do have some minor Spurs notes to get to.
I can't believe it went national, man.
It's when TMZ is reporting on
Greatest
your
news
firing,
site on earth, man.
the most trusted news site in America, when they are reporting on your employment status, yeah, that's the definition of going national.
Bubba.
So we are going to talk about the whole Jacob Toby situation in lightning round, as well as, since I've got you here with Cap, one thing I wish I could use your knowledge for is UFC. I know I know more about women's tennis. I know more about women's golf than I do UFC.
Yikes. Well, that girl didn't win 4 in a row.
Big yikes.
Or did she? Was she going for 4 majors in a row?
Again.
See, you don't even know that.
I don't even know. That's how
buddy.
little UFC I know.
There was a women golfer that won either 2 or 3 majors in a row.
Nelly
And
Korda.
See, I didn't know her name.
I don't know her name. That's just the only one I know.
Oh,
I know
anyway.
there's one that burns heaters on the course. I like her. Yeah, she's
that
pretty
still
sick.
allowed?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can tell we are a feminist pro podcast.
Oh, incredibly.
WNBA, LPGA, yay team.
Yeah, we cover that corner like Brooks Robinson covered the hot corner. No, Conor McGregor's back in action, so I want to get you two to try to convince me to watch UFC this weekend. And then we've got, I don't know if this has wrecked y'all's week, but EA is totally screwing over the college football fan base, and we're going to talk about it because like women's golf and like WNBA, we also cover video game scandals, and we've got one of those. We'll get to it in lightning round, close out with a little today in sports history. But before we go any further on this National Sugar Cookie Day,
A sugar cookie, man.
very spare,
A sugar cookie.
very spare.
You got to go down there and get me a sugar cookie.
That's good enough for me.
Why do we have a Cookie Monster drop? I don't
Man.
need the answer. I just love that we have it.
Left over from the Andrew Luck days.
That checks out. Okay.
All right, yeah, he did sound like.
See, that's the
Cookie
great
Monster.
thing about drops is there's always some context
A little history in it.
of why exactly. It's it's why we do
This
Tish.
day 8 years ago when Andrew Luck, well, like who was it? Ursay, before Ursay forced him out and said,
Maybe we do a today in drop history. Oh yeah, Toby just
"You got to fight through."
know.
Okay, who brought the dog?
Yeah, see, and as the owner of
Sweet
said dog,
Ellie. I always try to get her to sit in my lap up here.
No, that is a vicious guard dog. We need her on the front lines guarding it while we are all doing the show. No, on this National Spare Sugar Cookie Day.
But what is that from? A sugar cookie, man.
Educate me.
It's one of the 5 greatest rappers of all time.
Oh, Dylon.
Dylon,
Dylon.
Dylon, 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 and Dylon.
Yeah, Cambodian
Because I
breast
spit
milk.
hot fire, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, I'd kind of...
It's one of my favorite skits on
It's
that
spectacular.
Chappelle
And
show.
especially the more we know about Diddy now, it kind of makes the skit even better. Like,
He was grooming.
I think he probably was using Cambodian breast milk at different times.
On the, what was it? On the Making the Band 2, he just realized he couldn't groom rappers from the street because they'll kick his ass.
Yeah, I was about to say because he doesn't have the size advantage there. But no, before we go on any further, before we jump into some what we watched, some World Cup action, LG, a perturbed LG, as I have ramrodded a third into the room here. LG, tell the good people how they can
Shafted.
how they can help support the program.
Sure, you can help support the program by jumping into the super chat and giving us your money. Head on over to the description on the YouTube page. Check out that Amazon wish list so we can get a third microphone, a third camera, and some XLR cables to make a third possible.
Hey, money in that kitty. Love that money.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe do we have a
How much we got in the kitty?
do we have a 30
Don't say that.
30-foot yeah, don't say that. Tax purposes. Do we have a 30-foot XLR cable on our Amazon wish list?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, buddy, we do now.
We certainly do now because
It's got to be black.
if you are watching, always bet on black. If you are watching on YouTube, you will see that Toby and I are sharing a microphone tonight. So for stretches.
See, maybe if you would have told LG about this, he could have told you about the long cable.
No, he did tell me about it. And I said, don't worry, I've got one.
But was it long enough?
No. Well, trust me, it was plenty. It did the trick. It
It worked for me.
It worked. It's worked for 90% of my life. It's been
I
enough.
got off.
It's been enough. But
Magnum Dom.
yes, Danny DeVito. No, the one I have a really long one,
Yeah.
so to speak.
That's not what the roommate says.
But the no, it's
black one.
thank you, Jerry. God dang it. I don't know where it's at. I couldn't find it. I panicked earlier. I brought what I had. It wasn't good enough. So alas, we plow through with what we've got. And tonight what we've got is you in my normal chair where you have now learned
that
I'm ready to
look
plow.
at this space, and the AC is blowing on me, not over there, but over here. It is very cool.
It's the exact same space. Like,
I mean,
I measured it.
See, of course
The
it
table's
measures.
in the center of the room. It's the exact same space.
You just feel like you have more room because it's
look
new.
at all this space.
Because it's new to you.
Look at all this space, man.
I brought my normal jacket that I normally have to wear sitting over there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, both of y'all, it's sleeveless Thursday on the program.
When it's 100 out, the guns come out.
I'm not used to this heat in San Antonio anymore. Oh my God.
Well, do you want to start there? Because you say you're not used to this heat in San Antonio. When I moved here in 2011, I did working as a data analyst for a media buying company, and then worked with. I can't remember if I did PR before going to the radio
one cares.
station. No, I'm trying to think of the timeline because what year was it that you were at Cox here?
2014 to 2018.
Okay. Okay, that
Pre-COVID.
feels- Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got to do everything like AD and BC. It's pre-COVID, after COVID.
And now our
That's how our lives have become.
yeah, 1,000%. Well, this
Yeah.
was pre-COVID.
There you go.
And 2014, Toby was actually we had longtime San Antonio sports talk listeners will love this because we had CBS Sports Radio that Cox ran, and there was one local program, and it was hosted by the only man in San Antonio, according to him, which I think he's right, the only man that has had a talk show, a number one rated talk show in the day part on 3 different stations here in San Antonio. I think the CBS Sports station was the last one. Talking about everybody's favorite New Yorker, the great Wally Pasacreta.
Oh.
What kind of reaction was that?
You are so disappointed by that.
I was like, I thought I was gonna know the name, but did he go like to like mainstream, like ESPN? Because that sounds familiar.
No, it is a very network. It's
I
kind
know
of guy.
Pasacreta, like that name, like sparks out to me. Y'all know more about because I didn't grow up, trying to be, a sports analyst or anything
Sure,
like that.
sure.
It just kind of fell
It
into
just-
my
yeah,
lap,
yeah.
and it blossomed to this beautiful thing that we
Yeah.
have now with all this greatness,
Right,
and
right.
all this knowledge,
And you're just talking about yourself.
and all my talking, you
Right.
know, it's
Hey, listen to
pretty
that.
fantastic. But I don't know all the history of journalism. Like these names, and I'm just like,
So Wally did a show at Ticket for a while.
Wally. Okay.
Wally did a show at what is now Sports Star. It
Yeah.
used to be, I think it was ESPN Radio whenever he was doing it there. And then he was doing a show for CBS Sports when it was owned by Cox. Toby was technically, were you program, like assistant PD of that station?
As APD, but as essential, I think it's like program coordinator because we don't want to pay you. That's what it sounded like.
That's the beauty of radio titles. It's very, your title is going to be one thing, but your job description will probably be a little different.
I remember when LG was board up, and this was kind of around the Lady of the Night story. I was like, oh, look, you got media credentials and all this stuff, and I'm like, how much you getting paid over there? And he's like, $8.50 an hour.
Oh, that was even
That was
good.
like a long.
for
I
back
was like,
then.
I was like, what the?
no, we do it because we love it.
You do it for the love of the game, man.
So that was 2014 to 2018. Toby and I worked together at Cox. I was started just as a person setting up tent, started as a promotions team, and just started slowly chipping my way through the ranks over there.
not to interrupt, but for years. I was like, what are you doing, man?
Oh, interrupt him. And he
Like,
would
I'm like,
tell
why
you.
are you in promotions? Like, get over here to programming. Like, what are you doing? I was trying to get him over to sports for years. And he's like, oh, no, I'm good.
So he was
man.
trying to be a salesman? Is that what
No,
like,
I was just trying. I had heard that a lot of the promotions people that come in immediately try to get out of promotions. Like it's like not many of them want to put in the hard work and build their way up. It's just more of a I've got my foot in the door. Now when can I
there's
become
like
a
a low
DJ?
ceiling on the thing, so
Very much so.
not
And
a lot of room for growth.
and a lot of the people that think they are good enough or ready to be DJs actually have no idea what goes into it. So what I did is I started having Toby teach me, because I had zero radio. Toby went to school with Carl at Texas State, going through the broadcast program over there. So he entered the industry already, like knowing, I have
you went to
schooling.
school for it.
I know what I want to
know?
do. I have a career path I'm going for.
I ran the soundboard on my 8th grade theater play.
And that was more than I had ever done until Toby taught me how to run a board. Like the first board I ever touched to run a live show was Wally Pasacreta's show when Toby was teaching me how to do it. Between him and the great Randy Bonias, a longtime KISS personality. I mean, those were the two people that literally taught me. I knew nothing about radio, and between him and Randy, that was where I started building some comfort and knowledge that, hopefully one day would result in
result in not finding a cable long enough for a third mic, because I know you didn't check till like the last hour.
Dude, we would bring him in, dude. It was constant stuff where I'm like, hey, man, it's easy to learn. It's no big deal. But like you said, like dead end in promotions, and you'd be shocked how many people was like, oh, I know sports.
Yeah.
And then red light comes on and just, we're just here hanging out, trying to be like Joe Buck, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Like you don't have anything left in it.
Yeah, there was a lot of, honestly, it was a lot of the lack of confidence in the technology, because there were multiple times where, I thought I had taken good notes. I thought I had observed and was following instructions.
And as soon as you're alone, everything goes out.
That's
and
correct.
You're like,
That's exactly right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's exactly right.
Like
And-
today, I set up the computer without any problems, but I still had to take notes from LG.
Well, that's
And
progress.
we're over a year into this.
Look, that's progress, though,
That is
from where we were
progress.
a year ago.
I felt very proud of myself. Were you proud of me, LG? Were you proud?
You're not going to get that from LG.
Come on, bro.
You still had to.
It's like the father that just doesn't give you any support.
Well, maybe you
He just
still had
buzzers
that.
you when we talk about the Spurs and how we need to win the championship, and
There it is, right on cue.
freaking buzzer, man.
So going back, that was now, over a decade ago. I first met Toby, and then since then, I guess it was from San Antonio. You moved to Houston, right?
Yeah. Moved back to Houston because I'm from the area.
Okay.
So when I came to San Antonio, it was very much, oh man, it's so hot, but it's not humid to me. And then I got to work with the great Walter Pasacreta. He asked, he was like, hey, do you know who I am? But not in a weird way of like trying to big time me.
Yeah.
And then he starts going into details of why he's no longer at wherever he was at previously.
And they're good details.
Great details. Like
That I heard that we can't get into.
Yeah.
Or like,
there should be like a 30 for 30
Yeah.
kind of on Walter down here, but I don't know.
because
who
I'm
you
a
are, bro.
detail oriented guy. I want to I'm like, so what exactly? Was it the front office, big man, board up,
Like there needs to be
sexual
Wikipedia.
harassment case? Who knows?
No, it's not as good. Like the story's so much better.
Yeah, it's so much
like
better.
y'all got to get him on. Y'all got to get a third mic and bring him in here to talk about this.
That's actually a good idea. Whenever we get that XLR cable from the Amazon wish list, we'll get Wally in the room with us.
There we go. The chat's popping, man. We got Greg, Case, Samidia,
And Carl Schoening Media 13.
This is
and then Robert Silva. Yeah. That's what we got in here. Shout out to y'all. Quesamedia 13.
Okay, it's KS Media because it's Carl. It's Carl Schoening. This is my one of my favorite parts of the program where Cap reads the user.
These
chat.
glasses are way out of date,
the
man. I've
chat
been trying
name.
to get insurance to get new ones. It's not working.
Yeah,
dude.
Carl chimes in. I'll never forget that the first Bobcat Radio sports talk show I ever hosted on KTSW, Toby did with me and accidentally called him Sacre after Robert Sacre. Do you remember the great Robert Sacre?
Like the Frenchman from the Lakers, right? Yeah. I got a story about Carl from college where
Ooh, spill the tea, buddy.
it's nothing too crazy, but it led to me getting suspended from the school radio station.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
all
a little
right.
suspended and all that.
The floor is yours.
Okay. So we had some stuff going on. Director got suspended.
Buckle up, Case Media.
Assistant director got suspended. And it was just me for 2 weeks, and I'm skipping class because someone's got to host the radio shows.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, is there anyone out there that can host this show for me? I can't skip class anymore. It's already been 3 or 4 classes. People are saying, no, can't do it. I send the school manager of the radio station, hey, we got to cancel the show. Like, I can't skip class anymore. Y'all aren't paying me for
That's
this.
like shutting down a Subway. You can't do that. It's
Dude,
franchise,
you can't shut
baby.
it down. I come into the station, I get an email, hey, you need to come in, we need to talk to you. I come in, I hear Carl on the radio hosting the show.
Oh, on your time slot.
Yeah, Carl hosted the show. And I was like, I swear he told me he couldn't host the show. And then go in there and
Ooh, Case Media
Dude.
slithering around.
like the program manager was just like, oh, well, it's on air. Like he did it. He stepped up. And I'm like, well, maybe some wires got crossed. I don't know. Then it ended up being a 2-hour argument with the school manager about it where I'm insulting this dude. I'm like, bro, like I've got internships to ESPN, Fox Sports in LA. Like, what have
Yeah.
you done? That's why you're here teaching. Like, what are you talking about? You can't tell me anything. We shook hands. Everything was gravy. 2 hours later, I get a call and I hear his wife in the background. She's like, you can't let a student talk to you like that. Suspended rest of the semester.
I'm so glad you told that story.
Oh, buddy, it came down to the wife
I didn't
just
know.
testing the old buddy's manhood.
I didn't know if we were going to get that out of him. I was going to prod. I'm glad.
I got no problem with it.
I'm glad Carl jumped in the chat early. So, all of that being said, Toby crosses a lot of these same. I mean, like a lot of people, people in media here do. Like there are
I'm
tethers.
trying to think of stuff FCC but
There are
like,
tethers of
here's your
connection.
testicles on the mantle. You just want to give it to the student. I have them. You want to give it to the student or something because God, man, how are you gonna sit there and tell your wife? Basically, you ran and whined to the wife, being like,
Yeah,
"Well,
you
this
thought you
kid was
could
making
vent.
a point, but like I felt kind of bad about it." And the wife's like, "You better step up and be a man. You are a man."
He was thinking he was just going to be able to vent to his wife, and she's like, "Oh no, that's pathetic."
Oh, we're gonna do something about
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
We're gonna do something about this.
We're handling this right now, Donnie. We're
Do
taking
you have his
care of this.
personal number? Let's call him right now.
Yeah, no. And he's like, well, I'll shoot him a text. Nope, no text. You're doing this over the phone. Coward's text.
He should have just at least had you go get a sugar cookie or something.
On National Sugar Cookie
Sweet
Day.
Diddy. Sweet Diddy.
So yeah, meeting Toby in 2014 and then realizing, all of the people we tangentially knew kind of connected, not really.
Tangentially, man, you and these nerdy words, dude.
Well, isn't that
every episode?
Look, I don't promise I'm using them correctly.
Well, I did hear your dad, and he was very articulate with these words, and I'm like, all right, this is where it's from.
And as a kid, I hated it because it would be, 10 minutes to say something that should have taken 30 seconds, which is also why we can never do a tight hour on this program, which is why we're already over the half-hour mark. But so Toby, when I met him living here and then realized all the, connections we had through mutual friends and whatnot, have always stayed close even after he moved back to Houston, which gets us to, we talked about it last week, the game the roommate and I went to at Dallas Stadium even though it's in Arlington, Jerry World.
That dumpster fire, yeah.
1,000%. Hey, the Europeans loved it. Said they had never seen anything like it. I didn't hear anybody
Well,
saying
that's a
that.
low bar
Didn't hear anyone saying that about Levi Stadium.
because that was
Just saying.
Just saying. We use grass.
Just
we don't
saying.
use turf.
Well, there was grass at Jerry World.
Yeah, let's see if you keep it.
No, but God, no. It cost $7 million.
I mean, he's broke. He can't afford grass at
No, what do you-
Jerry
What
World.
do you think this is? Salvation Army? We're not, not giving anything out for free. But because Toby now lives in Houston, he had the opportunity to go to not just one, but 2 World Cup games. What was the first one you went to?
Cabo Verde was the first one. I don't even know if I'm saying their country
Cape
name.
Verde.
Cape Verde, but it's like it's spelled with so different, man.
You got to like roll your tongue, which
I can't do that.
Well, and I can't do it either.
Verde.
I can't even order a chili relleno properly. It's bad.
Rihanna, man.
Chili
Rihanna.
relleno.
Oh,
Whoa!
Whoa.
Fellas, we have history.
You might be a San Antonio Spurs fan now. You can roll your tongue a little bit.
That was more like hawking a loogie, but I felt it kind of was there for a split second.
It tingles the back of the
A
throat.
little bit. I almost had it. I'll try it next time I'm at Talk Data Point. Another one.
Do it around the roommate as much as you can.
It's good practice. Get your reps in.
Get it ready.
Yeah.
Start those engines.
Yep. She loves it when I try to order Mexican food in the proper pronunciation. Yeah. That really sets the mood. No, I heard Ian Dark saying Cape Verde. I've heard American broadcasters saying Cape Verde, and then I've heard the Cabo Verde, or however you say the full like actual.
Well, when in doubt, which country do we live in?
That's why I've been saying
America.
That's
so
why
we
I've
say
been saying-
tortillas.
Well-
and this is America. I pronounce all the words, all the chimichangas.
So I've been going Cape Verde. Cape Verde.
No, it's Verde.
See?
Cape Verde.
Eh,
There's an E at the end, man. It's not Cape Vede.
Let's just go CV
Verde.
for short.
There's rules to this. This is not Nam.
So thank you, Walter. That was the first game you went to, Cape Verde
Yeah, there you go.
and Saudi Arabia, and that was
Lawrence's birthplace. Traitor.
which game of the which group stage game was that?
Dude, I don't even know. I don't know soccer. Like, I'll tell you that much right now. I know zero about soccer, but I know a good time when I see one.
Yeah.
And so I'm like 5 minutes away. Let me just head up. I bought a ticket 5 p.m. for a 7 o'clock game.
Oh, buddy.
And this is right after Verde like blew up because the goalie got 12 million hits on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, like the goalie. So did you buy it off the street from a scalper or?
I found a dude on Facebook Marketplace.
Very safe.
Met him at the corner of the stadium.
That's trustworthy as hell.
Did the deal, and he's like, "Hey, me and my dad will be inside. We'll see you in there." I'm like, "Okay, what's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on?"
nothing to worry about on that one.
So I'm sitting right next to him and his dad the whole time, and they're telling me the history of the World Cup. He's like, "I took my son to this in 1994." I
So
told
they're like World Cup lifers.
World Cup guys, and
Yeah.
I'm telling them, "Oh, dude, that's cool. Well, this is my first soccer game I've ever been to. Thanks, I appreciate it." It was a home game for Verde. 80%.
Were you around like the home Verde? Like that's like
The
a little
whole
group.
stadium was just rocking. No one cared about Saudi. I was like, get these Egyptians out of here. And it was a
Get these guys who basically have half our national debt out of here.
Minor detail.
0-0 game. That's what they say 0-0 is in soccer.
It's 0-0, yeah.
Yeah, 0-0.
The
And
pitch,
let me
you
tell
know,
you, it was
kits.
one of the most boring things. I've been to like Daytona 500. The lead up's amazing. The race itself, well, we can just move on from this.
There's a lot of left turns, man.
As soon as the game was over and then another game ended where Verde got to move forward,
Yeah.
place went crazy.
Oh, okay. So it was the final group. It was the final game of group stage.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you got to actually see the players realize that they had qualified for the knockout stage.
100%.
So I think
No one
Saudi
left.
was already technically out.
Yes.
So like everybody, so from what I got from watching it, man, because of the very first game in this team from Cape Verde with what 60,000 people total population is.
I think it's a little bit bigger, but not much.
You get my point.
I think it's a couple 100,000.
Thank you.
Add a 0 and you're fine.
All right. But like everybody's rooting for them. I was rooting for them when I was watching them play Argentina. It was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen.
Dude, when I went, I didn't know they were the Cinderella story.
Oh, yeah.
It's World Cup, so I'll go. And then everyone's telling me, oh, man, they're not supposed to be here. They're too small of a country. And then they're about to break through for the first time.
The Italians were pissed at them, man.
They made the whole lap. And I was wondering, why are there so many fans still here? It's over. And everyone stuck around just to see them, like, we're moving forward, made the lap, high-fiving people.
Yeah.
It was the most incredible experience I've ever been part of.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, outside
That
of
energy, man, like especially for some like the underdog story of it actually being there and seeing them do something that was like probably on Polymarket or Kalshi or whatever.
Oh, you could have made you could have made a good chunk of
It was
change.
probably like 60 to 1 or
probably higher. I would think
300
like,
to 1.
2,000 to 1 probably.
it's
I mean,
ridiculous stuff.
So since we are a news program and for the sake of accuracy, about 530,000 people is the population of Cape Verde.
All right, no one
They are
cares.
the
Hey, thank you,
smallest-
Greg, for the $5 donation.
Oh, thanks,
It
Greg.
will go into the kitty, and we will work on getting that third mic.
Yeah, we've got the mic. We just need the cable. No, they were the smallest country to ever advance to the knockout stage, which now is a little cheaper because the knockout stage is 32 teams, not just 16. But still, outside of seeing the big name, you saw the story of the tournament so far.
Yeah, it was the story before the tournament was the fact that they went up in teams, but they started including all the little ones like Cape Verde and Egypt was a part of one of them. And now Italy's not going to be there, which they are technically the better team. But that was the whole controversy leading up to the World Cup.
See, I had no clue about any of this.
Yeah.
This is essentially, to me, like college football playoff. Oh, let's just keep adding more teams.
Yeah.
And then the soccer...
the money speaks, baby.
That's what I'm saying. The soccer fans in my life were telling me the exact same thing. And I'm like, oh, dude, it's no big deal. It's just soccer. I feel like Christian Pulisic.
It's just soccer, Greg.
Yeah.
It's soccer.
I was just telling them. I'm like, oh, it's just
Pulisic.
another tournament, man.
No, I'm not going to go there.
Hold that thought.
We'll get there. I have a lot for not knowing anything about soccer. I got a lot of thoughts on that guy. Doesn't make any sense, but we're gonna wait.
Bone fragment, you play through.
We're gonna wait for that.
But so you saw both games you saw were Cape Verde.
Verde for game 1, Canada, Morocco for game 2.
Ooh, you got the Canadians.
And that was a knockout game. So
Oh,
you
that
got
was a
to
knockout
see,
stage?
that was the first knockout game of the round of 32 because the Canada played the first one.
Did that go into penalties or Morocco?
No penalties. It was close until the last 20 minutes, and then Morocco just took off with it. It was a home game for Morocco. With the
Now I remember the coach did the whole Cleveland Cavaliers. We were technically the better team.
Yeah, that was
We were
when
technically the better team.
Yeah, that was Jesse Marsh, the American that is managing Canada. So
I got a thought on that. I listened to the whole clip. If you hear the soundbite, it's bad.
Yeah.
But when you start looking into who's on the Moroccan team and what they're facing in court over there, I'd rather beat Canada too.
you mean the fact that Morocco had 25 players out of the 26 that weren't actually born in Morocco?
Yeah.
Or
all that English capitalism, man.
There's
All European capitalism.
There's one player over there facing charges of sexual assault / rape.
Oh yeah, they were holding them. They almost didn't come in.
That wasn't the Morocco guy. That was Thomas Partey, the not Senegal.
Fact check him. This is going to be the best thing, Tony.
What was
dude,
the?
'cause I
What was the?
I don't fact check.
Who was
check
the Moroccan? Yeah, search that for a
hope
minute.
he's wrong.
I hope it's not. I know Hakimi, the Moroccan player, the Moroccan right back, who's their best player. It's him. Okay, so.
Oh, he's a
So I
pederast.
think-
Oh no, not a pederast.
No. I think this is from
sexual
his
offender.
jilted ex-wife because she learned that he had put everything in his mom's name, so that
sounds like a little bit of foreshadowing.
when they divorced and she went to take half of it,
yeah.
he had nothing.
that happened like what, 8 months, a year, like 8 months
Something
ago?
like that, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think this was the next here. What does Google say? What do we-
ChatGPT say.
A case centers on the accusation made by a 24-year-old woman regarding an incident at Akimi's home in Paris suburb in February 23.
Yeah, that's back before the divorce.
23.
Yeah, and he's
She
playing.
still stayed with them.
It's in Paris. Well, I think that's a different.
It's a little gold digging.
I think
action,
that
if
might
you
be a
ask me.
different woman.
Oh, that was a different woman.
Potentially.
All right.
Look,
I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be one of those Epstein. Excusers.
he
I
who
will believe the
hasn't-
survivor first.
he who hasn't cast the first stone. Yeah, Greg reminded me. Japan also had a player that had two female influencers that had accused him of some level of sexual harassment or assault. Which, look,
Well, LG's been to Japan. He told me some wild stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
look-
saying you're a part of it, buddy.
I've seen some research videos.
Their culture is wild.
I've seen some research videos, and some of the stuff they do with tentacles is unhealthy. Unhealthy.
You know, I had to have a. All right. Side note. This one's hard. I had the wife come. My kid's 21 now, but when he was about 12 years old, we locked the YouTube down.
Sure,
Yeah, there's ways around it.
of course.
And poor wife had to see some tentacle porn.
Oh no.
It's called something Hayameka or some.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to explain to her, yeah, that's a thing, and then she could not get it over the fact that it was like cartoon porn, and I'm like, kids will watch a lot of stuff, so he's not weird, he's not broken.
I'm more caught up in you're like, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, no, she was like, no, we have to have a serious talk. And I'm like,
It's
let
time
me
for counseling.
talk to him. And literally the talk was, lock your freaking phone, dude.
Yeah, come on,
I'm
your
like,
mom
dude, I know
doesn't
you're
need-
looking at weird crap and stuff, and we're trying not to get you on all the sites and stuff like that. But I was like, the uncomfortable conversation me and your mom just had was just unbearable. Don't
put me through that
Don't put me
again.
through that crap again, man. I was like, please. But yeah, that's a side note on that one.
Follow up question: did he listen?
Yeah, we never had a talk
Okay.
about
Well,
it.
then success.
I
That's
mean, he
good
grew older and it
parenting.
ended up being, taking pictures of his dong and sending it to
Okay,
girls.
again,
And guess who
that's-
saw that? Not me.
A mom again.
Mom. I was
Yeah.
like, picture. I scroll down real fast.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
the key. He watched a video. He put a video. She watched the video.
Look, it's one thing for Phil Mickelson to take a full body
I'm
nude
so glad she doesn't listen to
where
this show,
he's
dude.
flexing one bicep with his with a massive, well, I don't know if it's massive, but with an erection.
Well, just you got to have a remote or a shampoo bottle by just to get size reference.
I just love the see, I have to use one of those giant Ozarka cans of water, they're about this tall.
those 4-ounce ones that they give you at poker.
No,
tables.
not the not the freebies they hand out. No. What the hell
Hinte.
was I
There
just-
you go,
there
Greg.
Yes.
He knows what's like hinte.
Of course. Look,
Hinte.
yeah.
Well,
I don't even think
close.
that's right still either.
No, that's right.
I believe it's
Hentai.
there it is.
Oh, there we go.
I knew. You see, look.
He's back there just he's brutal. He's
I knew we all knew what you meant. We just what do you want to be the one that's like, oh no, actually it's hentai and it was originated by
But Greg's the one, and that's why we love you, Greg. Can't wait for
Absolutely.
next. We got fantasy football coming up.
what
Better
the-
be in it.
What was I just talking about? Before you shot my wheels? Oh yeah, Phil Mickelson. Yeah.
Phil Mickelson. How do we get to tentacle point? Phil Mickelson.
Because follow me. We're doing the weave.
All right, weave it.
Because I love the idea that Phil Mickelson just has a photo of his naked body with one bicep flexing and an erection, just in case he ever has to show
Sweet American
somebody.
Psycho.
That's exactly. It's very, and it was right apparently when Phil started getting cut. So as a fat boy his whole life, he's just wanting to show it all. Like, yeah,
He's like,
look
this
at-
HGH,
look at
man.
These
Liv
peptides.
doesn't drug test over here.
That's why I don't wear sleeves, man. I'm peptide poly over here. Put it all in me. Put it all in me right now.
I still look if someone
All those Chinese Indian peptides. Give them to me, baby.
gas
Stack 'em
station
up.
peptides all day. If someone that sells peptides in a regulated manner at a men's health store would like to sponsor us, I'm fully in on peptides.
Yeah, give me the inflammation one,
Until
man. My knees
then-
are blown.
I'm a little questionable on peptides, but
No, they're good.
that's
baby.
what everyone.
I hear nothing but good things about it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not here to report the contrary. Every person I hear talk about them says they're great. So maybe we do need to.
All right, maybe we need to
endorse
report
them.
next segment before we go 3 hours.
Let's you tease the Pulisic being a bitch. Let's start with
Yeah,
that because
okay.
we did get the news today. He has a micro fracture in his foot, which as soon as I read that headline, that just told me the doctor stared at that X-ray until he was like, "Wait, is that a hair on the lens or is that a little tiny?"
Is that what's hurting your vagina?
Can I claim that is an actual fracture?
I'm like, oh no, that's your uterus. Okay, never mind.
To provide a little bit of cover for Captain America, as he has never wanted to be called, but continues to be thrust to the forefront of American soccer by the U.S. Soccer Federation.
What a horrible chain of events. Why would you say the person is rescinded on the red card the day before? And then like that, don't you think that throws off the whole vibe for US?
I think it's less.
It makes you the enemy when we were the underdog.
I think it's less about throwing off the vibe for the U.S., and I think it's more about providing ammunition for Belgium. I think if Balogun hadn't had the suspension suspended, it wasn't overturned. It was just suspended for a calendar year.
Yeah.
If he hadn't started that game, I don't think Belgium comes out with their hair on fire like they did.
No.
And that, in that sense, I think it absolutely, but
And our politics got involved,
which
is awesome.
It's-
because everybody in the world loves our guy right now.
well, did you see Team Belgium?
He stopped 8 wars.
I think we're up,
9 wars.
I think we're up to 9.
He has stopped 9
At
wars.
least 8.5.
Doesn't even matter if he started them, but he stopped them.
Who keeps
That was even a war.
who keeps
dude.
count of
That
that?
was a conflict.
Yeah, it was really just a skirmish.
Skirmish. Anyway.
So did you see the Belgium
Yeah,
team
yeah.
doing the dance in the locker
They're
room?
doing it wrong.
Of course they are. I mean, they're Belgium.
The peneyes are up here, dude. You know what I'm saying? Not down here.
No, that's the YMCA dance. This is your guy does it for the 49ers.
Bosa. Bosa, yeah. He loves him some Trump, dude.
Well, and of course, as
I don't
soon
care.
as
I don't care. Give me 15 sacks,
I was about
baby.
to say I could care less what your voting history is. Are you good at a sport that I like and a team that I root for?
I do not judge people by their politics, but by
So the politics, though,
if they win me a championship.
as soon as it did get out that Trump made the call to Infantino, then of course everyone is releasing the FIFA bylaws. It's like technically the U.S. needs to be kicked out of the competition, and it's like, all right, everybody calm down. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what him reaching out to FIFA is ridiculous. You saying the USA needs to be kicked out of the competition, equally ridiculous. The fact that the ruling didn't come down until 36 hours before the game started, the most ridiculous. I would
Yeah.
agree with you.
But
The biggest issue I've had with all of it was Trump doing the victory lap.
yeah,
That was the
acted
big
like,
vibes. He messed up the vibes doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But then number 2, why is everyone acting shocked? I don't know anything about FIFA, but I know it's corrupt.
That's right.
And everyone loves corruption when it helps you. But everyone's all shocked that America got this quote unquote special treatment, and it blew my mind. This is the most corrupt place in the world.
They let you like the one. I know one rule. I don't know if you know this rule is like if you don't win the World Cup, you don't lift the trophy. You don't touch the trophy. And of course, they let him do that when that's like one of those unwritten rules.
Yeah, that was the Club World Cup. That's a fake competition that they created recently.
Oh, that wasn't the actual World Cup.
Nah, that was just the Club World Cup. So that
All
was
right.
the
See.
professional teams
This guy
that were
corrects
playing
me.
in it. But still,
I'm just a
I
conspiracy theorist.
would rather not have the host country put their hands on the trophy before the actual players that won it ever touch it. I mean, that's
Exactly.
I would like to see every trophy treated
And now
like the Stanley
Argentina-
Cup.
And they like this World Cup has been so almost Americanized, where my Argentina got this call didn't happen on Messi, and then we called it on. I'm like, yeah, of course, because Messi's gonna sell tickets, not really Cape Verde.
That, and then you also see the American version of it with Lawless, Zlatan, Thierry Henry when they're talking during their pregame.
Yeah,
Lawless is trying to do the first take, and they're just over there like, no, you don't know anything. You're a terrible soccer player. You can't sit with us.
I will say, at first, like the first week of them working together on that desk, it was very clear that Henry and Zlatan had very little
Respect.
time, respect, appreciation for. Now, like as the tournament's gone on, it almost feels like Henry and Zlatan are like understanding the bit now.
Yeah,
or
it's
kind
like,
of
yeah.
he's like, oh, he's just that guy.
they
Okay.
remember him as a long-haired, redheaded hippie running down the field trying to keep up with the Europeans.
And I don't know anything about Lawless outside of he's been the face of soccer for ESPN for me for 20 years, it feels like.
Because he played over in Europe. Like, what team did he play for?
He after '94 went to Italy and then ended up coming back to MLS.
Yeah, that was like when MLS was almost created. Because it got created in the early '90s, right?
It was literally '94. It was we
Yeah.
didn't have a domestic league. Part of us getting the World Cup in '94 was also launching MLS. We had soccer leagues, but they were all regionalized. You know, like Seattle and Portland have been playing each other for almost 100 years.
Yeah.
But it was just regional leagues and not an overarching like American soccer league. The last one we had,
It was like pre-WWF, with all the wrestling there.
it was
territories.
that's exactly what it was. And then
Yeah.
it became
Yeah.
NASL, which is
Yeah.
when New York Cosmos and Pele playing for them, and then you
yeah,
had
I
Johan
remember
Cruyff come over. You had
They start getting the aging superstars to come
exactly.
over just to sell tickets.
exactly like I have
Beckham came over in the 2000s.
some of my parents' friends growing up in North Texas saw Pele play in Dallas
Yeah, that's
when
crazy.
Dallas had an NASL team, and that was the last.
What was he, like 42 or something?
No, he was still in his 30s. He was in his I think he was.
That's how far like the medical
Mid.
advancement, man. Like, because he was like all broken down, and nowadays you got Messi,
So he had
chasing
retired.
for the golden boot.
He had retired, and then his apparently the person that was controlling his finances might have been screwing him.
Oh,
Like
I've never heard that one before.
Exactly, like we've seen quite a few
The
times.
handler, who's making all the sports bets for people.
Pele had $1 million. Pele was the first $1 million athlete
Yeah.
in American sports, like on a contract, not winning a purse or winning prize money, like on an actual contract.
Trying to think of that one.
It was he signed an original 2-year deal with the Cosmos. I believe it was.
Was
two,
this
maybe
before
it was
Magic?
3.
Because Magic was the first
Oh,
$1
yeah.
million.
No, this was
Because that was back in almost 70s. He got $1 million in the 70s.
exactly. It's nuts, and the
That's
whole
so-
reason it worked out the way it did is because he owed creditors, and he needed to make money. And the New York Cosmos,
And there was no OnlyFans back
yeah,
then.
this was 75. He was 75 to 77 after 18 years with Santos in Brazil.
Wow.
And
That's crazy.
he needed money, and so they told him, what's your number? And he was like $1 million a season, and they were like, okay,
Done.
come move to New York, come to New
These
York.
tickets are $300 each.
Yeah. So, and it's funny too here, since you said that, talking about 94, versus now. This is from the New York Times back in 1990. Okay, this was the year.
If you can believe that little, propaganda.
Well, the
page.
slimes, sure. This was, the cycle right before the U.S. hosted the World Cup. Okay, And this is a excerpt from it. So, the audience for today's championship final will number tens of millions across the world and dozens of us in the United States. ABC's Ted Koppel said Thursday on Nightline. In fact, TNT says 915 households tuned in to watch West Germany and England play the semifinal on July 4th. So in 1990, on July 4th, less than 1 million American households watched a semifinal matchup of the World Cup. And the U.S. now, just that game,
we broke all the records.
it was a 25 million average, peaked at like 31 or 33 million, something like that. So now, of course, in 1990, Univision was getting 2.1 million households. So they were watching soccer, just not the
that's primo.
English
That's primo
language.
Advertisement time, man.
Exactly. So, and by comparison, you were getting about 40 million to watch the Super Bowl that year in 1990. So, I mean, there's certainly, you talk about, the growth of not having a domestic league and now being where we at. But that is now the frustration of, it feels like the USA is consistently shown they are a round of 16 level team. And that next leap, that the 4-1 loss to Belgium, that's the leap that I'm not sure the sacrifices are going to be made to get us from a fringe top 20 team like we are now to a top 10 team like Belgium is. I mean, that was Belgium's 8th or 9th in the world, and we're 17th, something like that.
Hopefully we, unlike all the immigration laws, we need to keep more people here when they're giving birth from Europe and Africa so we can poach them for soccer teams.
See, I'm not even sure. That's where I say the sacrifices, because it's, to me, the talent base is here. There's no question we have the greatest level of athlete. We produce the greatest level of athlete in the world. That's why we dominate every sport, even sports we don't normally, you wouldn't expect us.
I think Europe, no one's going to pay the money like they pay, like PSG pays, I don't know when Ronaldo there, or Messi was there.
That's the thing. Yeah. It's not about paying the player after they've developed into the player that they would become.
We don't have the schools.
Exactly. And we do
for basketball.
Well, we do for soccer, but it's you mentioned like PSG or Barcelona. Barcelona is one of the greatest academies in the world. When Barcelona identifies a 13-year-old kid that they think is going to be a world-class talent, they immediately move him to Barcelona, paying for his room and board, paying for his schooling, covering all food, all expenses, it is now
it's like breeding a horse.
Well,
you give him the top oats.
It's like having a minor league baseball player.
Yeah, exactly.
Where all of us, he is now, even though he's 13 years old, he is property of the club. Yeah. And the club is hoping that all of the development they put into him can either result in him being a starter for the senior team,
or they sell him to another club.
Exactly. And
like a horse.
That 1,000%. I mean, that's where the USA, our system is inverted. Yeah. Our system is, if you are one of the best players in your age group, you're paying $10,000 to join an academy.
Yeah.
You're paying the team, the MLS team, to use their training grounds, to get the coaching, to get the one-on-one individual training sessions and all of that. And you're spending, because the MLS team is not going to get the payoff. Mm-mm. Like, even if MLS develops a kid, brings them in as a teenager, develops them, sells them for $20-30 million to some team, that money is not going directly back to the team that did all the development. MLS is a single entity organization,
like unionized, and all the teams,
and it's all getting spread.
Yeah.
Big thing that I realized over my short soccer fandom.
Oh, is it already over?
It's almost over. Once the World Cup's over, it's done.
What do we got? Till July 14th?
Yeah, it's coming up. But I realized American soccer is essentially just college football. Are you okay having a team that wins 7 to 8 games a year? Maybe lose 4 or 5, and then you'll get a random lucky year. We're like, oh man, we're about to win 9 or 10 games because Texas A&M got Johnny Manziel and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
USA Soccer is basically Texas Tech under Mike Leach. You're going to a bowl game every year. Some years it's going to be really, really exciting, but you know you're not going to win a national championship.
Yeah.
You might get close to winning a Big 12 title. And if you do that, that'd be like us making a quarterfinal or a semifinal.
It's like OU or UT. You know, you're never going to win it, but you're going to be close to it.
Right. But you're going to do it in a style that's,
Come on, Arch Manning.
It's going to be
It's your
fun.
year.
Hey, I'm thinking maybe it's John Mateer's year.
Who the hell is that? Is that Texas Tech?
No, it's Oklahoma's starting quarterback.
Oh,
It's the guy who was. I thought you said OU.
yeah. I don't like OU. I'm
Oh,
Oklahoma State.
You're Oklahoma. You're Oklahoma A&M actually.
I'm North Texas, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma A&M, the most successful A&M college in college sports history. No, the college football comp is a great. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
you're going 8-4 every year,
Yeah.
and you're going to be really, really happy when you have a 9-3 season. A 10-2 season is going to be career. I mean, that's the height of achievement of what you think is possible.
Colleges were basically academies.
And granted, this is like college football from 20 years ago or 10 years ago, not now where you can just
Yeah,
buy
colleges are
everything.
basically academies of like soccer, but they didn't have to pay you outright. They're just like, we're giving you an education, but now they got to pay them. Which all those Southern Plantation boys, they a little mad about that one.
until they start
That's
losing.
not Nick Saban. He's not a fan of this, portal crap.
Until they start losing
this
games,
portal, man,
and then they're more than willing to pay for talent. But yeah, 10 days left of World Cup action that will not include the U.S.
Quickly, lightning round style. Let's run through the teams that are left.
Well, France beat Morocco 2-0 earlier today. France is still my betting favorite as they were at the beginning of the tournament. That's not out on a limb. They were co-favorites with Spain.
Yeah. But we got France who won today. Tomorrow we have Spain and Belgium. Who you got?
Spain. I mean, Spain feels
Spain?
like... Yeah, hold on. Let's ask the soccer expert.
Yeah.
Big Spain guy. I got him on fantasy football where this dictates where your draft order is. Big Spain guy. Spaniard Toby's what they call me.
Spaniard. So you kind of do look Catalonian, actually. I think you could pull it
He
off.
looks like
You just have to talk with a lift.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Yeah,
He killed
see?
my father. Prepared to die.
I can see it. I can actually see it. No, Spain is the one thing. Spain is the reason I like France more than Spain, even though they're co-favorites. Spain doesn't have that one guy that they can turn to score goals.
The sniper.
They don't have the Mbappe. They don't have a Haaland. They don't have
But their
a
control,
Harry Kane.
precise
Death by
patching.
1,000 passes.
Yeah, so
instead
that's-
of guillotine.
Exactly. All right, so then we got Norway and England, and I am doing my Victor Hovland. It's back in style
Not
again.
former Oklahoma A&M golfer Victor Hovland.
No.
Erling Haaland.
What'd I say?
Victor Hovland. You got Oklahoma State on the mind.
I mean, he is Norway.
That's true.
he is
That's
Norwegian.
fair. Yeah.
Oh,
Wrong
yeah.
Norwegian.
That guy is crazy, man. I'm rooting for Norway all the way just because of him. He looks like he's having fun out there.
And they got the fans going. Where
Yeah,
they're
the
doing
Viking
boat.
row.
Yeah, they're doing the boat thing.
Yeah.
I guarantee the
They
Vikings
got the
are gonna
drum.
steal that this
They got
fall.
the drum, baby.
So I'm not sure I'm going to see anything sports related in my life that was cooler than seeing the Norway fans do the Viking row after they beat Ivory Coast.
Oh yeah, you got to see the man.
Norway
dude.
are certainly the plucky underdog favorite left in the tournament, but I will be rooting for Norway, but I think England wins
England wins, even though their right guard got suspended.
the center back, Kwanzaa.
Not one game,
He got a two
but
game.
2 games.
And if you watch that replay, I mean, that's the kind of tackle that could break somebody's leg. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. It's funny that they.
You could end a career on that kind of crap.
He's
Yeah.
suspended, but there's ways around that, obviously.
Hey, give me that money. How much money does England have?
Yeah, I don't even. It's not Keir Starmer anymore. I can't remember who the Labour leader, the dude from Manchester, they just put in power. But yeah, no, he doesn't quite have the same sway.
So my head says England, my heart goes Norway.
Same.
All right, Argentina biased and Switzerland.
Switzerland's going to play, basically play for penalty kicks.
Yeah.
This is very very easily could be a 0-0 after 90.
5 in the back, only one up, one forward.
And go direct.
Paraguay style they did on them.
And we've seen, Argentina not really push early in games, which fits into how I think Switzerland is going to try to play this one. But I'm looking at all these matchups, and I find it hard to not believe we're going to get straight chalk. France versus Spain and England versus Argentina.
Those are going to be the exciting games. I got Argentina.
Look, if we get...
They got the refs, Yeah,
I mean, if we get that Final Four, that semifinal of France, Spain, who are the co-favorites, Argentina, the defending champions, and had the third best odds before the tournament started, and England had the fourth best odds.
That's
and they always believe it's coming home. It would be the equivalent of getting 4 number 1 seeds in a Final Four.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome if that happens.
Yeah, exactly. So that's all right, man.
Did you have anything else from your actual trips to the game?
The crowd was amazing. You owe it to yourself to go to a game. It doesn't matter where it's at. I kept telling everyone, it's once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime.
My buddy who went to the Morocco Paraguay game, Morocco Portugal game, he literally sat there and was like, I've been wishing for this. He's 50 years old. He just turned 50. He's like, I've been wishing for this my whole life, and I'd made an excuse to where I couldn't go, and I sat on my couch, and he literally decided 3 days before that game, he's like, I'm going no matter what.
Good. I'm glad.
And he's like, I did it. And he's like, he couldn't be happier, man. He's like riding on a cloud. Dude.
I felt like Benny from The Mummy when I was at the Morocco game.
What a random reference that is.
The original Mummy.
Good Lord. When Brendan Fraser was an action star.
I was just looking for all the treasure. I was like, I got it. And let me tell you, Morocco has the best national anthem I've heard. Complete.
Was it like,
Arabian Nights? I felt like I was watching Aladdin listening to it.
That's awesome, man. I've been listening to the national anthems, and I'm like, this is real upbeat. I like this one. And then it's us. It's like, so say can you see?
Well, look, ours is way more.
I love it. It gives me chills on certain, but it's very somber.
I'm a fan of the South American Death March national anthems, like the Paraguay, Ecuador, where it sounds like
respect us.
Yes, it sounds like we are about to go into battle, boys. Prepare yourself. Those are my favorites. Because anytime I hear those,
German national anthem.
The German one's a little too fascist.
Yeah,
it feels like there's a line. There might be toes across the line there.
Before we get FCC filed.
Well, and also, when I hear Paraguay do a song, I was like, "Oh, that's so cute. That's adorable. Your little war stance, war march." No, LG, get the clock ready because we've got a minute coming up. We haven't done one of these. Haven't done one of these in a while. Toby, I'm sure you're familiar with Cap's fandom when it comes to
life
MLB.
Fandom. I am born into it. I will stick to it, but I'll call a spade, baby. And right now, I got a lot of spades to give people.
Well, you've only got a minute.
This might run a little long. I'm prepping myself.
Plan accordingly.
I got to prep myself.
Why are you prepping yourself now?
Because I'm going to put some stats out there, baby.
Oh, I love it when you have numbers.
Putting some stats out here. But I have one Yankee fan that I send all my crap to, so I didn't save it. So I got to see through all of our racist, misogynistic memes that we send each other.
Add me to that group chat.
Yeah, I know. They're hilarious.
Take me out of it.
They're hilarious. Well, anyways, all right, let's go and start the clock on my team right now.
Put him on the clock, LG.
We are doing a Festivus for the rest of us. Right now, I am going to air my grievances. Why the hell do we still have Volpe on this team? He is only the only player to bat under 220 for 3 years straight, to make the amount of errors he had. His on-base percentage is garbage. Everything is just, it says go back to the minor league. But Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone hold strong to him. The only player with his average and everything about it is garbage. It means go back. I mean, out of all the players who's played 3 years that have that kind of thing, they get dropped down before 3 years, but we still holding strong. We still second. The Yankees are still holding strong. Don't get me, LG. I'm going to freaking break something, dude. I'm like,
And that was just a Volpe minute. I didn't realize
he needs to go.
I didn't realize Volpe was going to take.
He's got to go. He's our whipping boy right now.
Can I interest you?
The Yankees whipping.
Can I interest
All right, dude,
you?
I'm going back there.
In former World Series MVP Corey Seager.
No one wants to hear about the Rangers, dude.
Would you be interested in helping the Rangers build their farm system that has now fallen down to 27th ranked by Baseball
your
America?
farm system?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's a farm system that is 27th.
How's your bullpen?
The bullpen's actually great.
So give us
Pitching.
give us some bullpen.
Well, no, we need.
Give us some of those bullpen players, baby.
We
I'll take some bullpen.
we really need to unload some guys on big contracts to teams like the Yankees or Dodgers or Mets.
But see, that's the thing with Brian Cashman. Like the Yankees short up. They brought Trent Grisham back on a 1-year deal. Paid him.
They didn't want to.
They didn't want to, but we got. They got. Man, you're gonna kill me with this buzzer because I know he's just ready to push it every time I say we, which is not. It's a faux pas on radio. I learned about 3 months ago.
Doing all right over there?
Yeah, I'm not doing good.
Oh, it happens,
but
man.
So we got Schumann. They got Schumann for that. Then they got Cabarello for third base. Then they got another person. It's just. But did we get anybody to back up Volpe? No.
I had a question for you earlier when you told me Cashman was still running the team. How is he still running the team?
I don't know, dude.
Him and Boone. When you told me that earlier when we were
I
prepping,
think Steinbrenner's son is checked out, man. We need the ghost of George to come back, man.
do they own the team? Do they have like?
Yeah, the Steinbrenners still. Yeah, the Steinbrenners.
You need hologram George Steinbrenner to make some personnel changes in the front office. Yeah, look, you're complaining about a team that has 50 wins.
We are the Yankees.
Sure.
We are the Yankees.
Sure.
They should have 60 wins right now.
I would venture to guess analytically, you're probably right, actually. I mean,
Analytically, we're the best team. We should
right,
never lose.
That's right. Well, no, okay. Now that's absurd. Yeah, there. Thank you, LG. It's always fun for me to sit here and listen to you absolutely destroy your team when you're comfortably in a playoff spot. You're chasing a division title.
I feel the Bronx energy go through me. The Bronx cheer is boo. You're garbage. Get him out of here.
You're just the DJ Khaled video where he's just, I'm just suffering from success right now. You guys don't understand.
It hurts.
Exactly.
It
what
makes
it
me
is.
depressed. It just
Meanwhile,
it makes me so angry.
Meanwhile, the Red Shoe Rangers are the definition of average. They are so. I mean, you cannot be a
just
more
beat the Astros is all I say.
big 3-game series coming up this weekend. It's the last time the Astros are playing in Arlington this year. Rangers now, I think, a game and a half or 2.5 back of the Mariners for the division lead. But this is the problem right now, and it's why I brought up the Rangers farm system because, well, I'm not even going to mention last night where the Rangers had their catcher pitching. The Rangers catcher last night hit a home run in the bottom of the 8th inning and then pitched the top of the 9th inning. That's how bad last night.
Was he throwing 45 mile an hour, just lobbers in there?
Let me tell you, he's a catcher that hasn't thrown out a base runner in 3 years. So it's not even like he has a good arm to begin with.
He's not topping 80.
No, God, no. But so last night, first day without any World Cup games, I actually got to watch some baseball, and it was an 11-1 destruction by one of the worst teams in baseball, the Angels.
Yeah.
So the reason I bring up the farm system is because ever since baseball introduced the additional wild card spots, no team, like this point of the season 10 years ago, you would already know a dozen teams are sellers.
Yeah.
A dozen teams are out of it.
You got Detroit Tigers trying to what was it? Screwball's trying to convince them to be buyers right now. When
Because
Screwball
the
was
division-
supposed to be the premier seller, because Detroit was going to get rid of him because they're not going to give him that.
I still think they trade
200,
him.
300 million contract.
I
he
still
wants.
think they trade him because they're not going to give him the contract.
no.
But they're at least in a position now where they can squint and see the top of the
I think
division.
they won like 8 of the last 9 games or something.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Tigers, 8 of the last 9. Red Sox have won 6 straight. They're only 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. But that's the problem. These teams that looked like sellers 2 weeks ago now are sitting there thinking, why would we sell? We're only a couple games out of a playoff spot.
Yeah.
I don't think they're trying to be buyers either for any team. Lockout's coming, /strike, whatever you want to call it.
It's shortened season. I'm Kalishi or I'm Game of Thrones in it. Like there's gonna be a lockout.
Oh, 100%.
But I think it's only gonna last, 2 months at the most.
However long it goes,
Yeah.
but owners already penny pinchers, so they're like, why do we need to spend money when we're not going to be playing in about 6 months?
The fact that it's the Players Association, the only major league team that doesn't have, or the major league sport that doesn't have a players cap. I mean, doesn't have a team cap.
Which is what they're trying
What
to
was it?
change.
Last show I did Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yeah.
We
celebrated.
still get it. In 2020 and 2039 is going to be Shohei Ohtani Day, getting $69 million a year for 13 years.
And I hate that part. I'm okay with no cap. Put a
Same.
floor, but we can't be doing these deferred payments.
There
That's
needs-
the one thing that's got to go.
There needs to be like no cap on a player's contract, but a team cap.
So
and that goes.
Yeah,
from
you want a salary
top to bottom. Yes,
Yeah.
salary cap top to bottom. But we also need a minimum cap to where.
So
even
we
though
have-
Tampa Bay continues to win, they spend the least amount of money.
Technically,
Like, I mean,
there is
Miami's hot.
There is a minimum. There is a floor now, but it's not
It's
punitive.
yeah.
If you just don't get as much, you don't get your revenue share money.
Did they
So-
did they hit the draft yet? Does it hit their draft stock?
No picks, none of that. It's just you're not getting as big of a cut of the pie.
Because a lot of these low teams, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh's always in the low.
Miami,
They sit there and get these high draft picks, develop the player, and then they sell them high. And they're using it as like chips, stock trades. It's like, we're going to get this big guy, but we're never going to plan on trying to build a winning organization. But I'm going to continue to sit there and be able to sell high on my players,
Yeah, it's the Oakland A's when they were doing that in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But now they have people convinced, we're moving to Vegas. We're going to be spending money. Y'all aren't spending any money.
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be really funny if they do all of a sudden start spending money, though, because it's like all of those longtime Oakland A's fans, like, what the hell, man?
This isn't, what was it? Old Moneyball in it.
No, and
they're all like, we're not analytic. We're gonna get some stars.
Look, if every single owner of a professional sports team in America has the money to re-sign guys, they just choose not to. They break the social contract with the city that they are making millions of dollars off of.
Because it's a business, and
That's
like
exactly
when you
why.
get a Mark Cuban out there who's a fan, or Jerry Jones acts like a fan.
Well,
but
Jerry's perfected it because he actually spends the least amount of cash every season
Yeah.
while being the most valuable franchise in the entire world.
Yeah.
The only other baseball note I had for you, do either of y'all know, and close that so you can't read it, do either of y'all know
can't see
what
that crap.
what channel is the Home Run Derby on this
Netflix.
year? Okay.
Netflix.
That was quick.
You know why?
Tell me.
Because one Ben Rice is going to be in the home run,
Oh,
who hit
God.
2 dingers today to go over Tampa. There's a positive for Yankee Minute, but you suck.
At least we got a positive.
Get your crap together, man.
So do you know, did
Bunch
you
of
see
bitches.
Did you see who's going to be a special announcer for the Home Run Derby?
Oh God, is it going to be Jameis Winston?
Probably.
I'll
It
be
wouldn't
awesome.
surprise
No,
me.
he's gonna be the guy in the crowd.
Yeah, he'll be shagging balls in the outfield.
What a
he does
what a
he does
joy
a
of that guy. I
Jameis
love
is
that.
spectacular.
Yeah.
I can never get enough Jameis. Do you remember the episode of Hard Knocks where he was talking about this is our pee spot? And he's talking it's just the spot where they peed outside. He's like, Mama didn't want us flushing the toilet, so this is our pee spot. And then this is our family of these are our roaches. They've been here for years. We named them each of them. It is like Jameis grew up like country poor. Like it is.
Oh, he's country.
Awesome.
Yeah,
like it is so authentic. Who Jameis Winston
And then
is
then
today.
just the no filter.
No,
that he
yeah.
has.
Just, I don't
love
care.
it.
I'm not like this is where I came from. I don't care if you think.
What was it like? Grab him by the, or what was it? Grab him by the bun within the.
Yeah, well,
got suspended in Florida State for that.
Yeah, the crab legs. You know,
Mr. Crab Legs.
We've had some good Jameis moments, but no, it's not Jameis, or at least not the one I'm thinking of. This guy does a podcast on Netflix.
Oh, Charlemagne the God.
No, Charlemagne the God was not a Super Bowl winning wide receiver for America's team.
Jerry Rice.
I said America's team, not
And I said Jerry
not
Rice.
woke leftist West Coasters. Michael Irvin.
They're all in Texas now. What are you talking about?
Michael Irvin, for whatever reason, is an analyst on the Home Run Derby, and I, for one, am actually.
I'm excited.
I am
They
too.
dusted him off from all his scandal, and they're like, Netflix, we're bringing him back.
I just need him out there yelling the losing recipes every time something happens. Every time we're losing recipes.
We're gonna get gold. We're gonna get gold.
Oh,
And
man.
we're
Irving.
gonna like.
I want Miami playoff Michael Irving.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? On the
I want
sideline,
him
going
belt
crazy.
to ass on the sideline at Kyle
whipping that garbage can. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I'll take the star.
You want to talk some main Seggy?
Let's
Talk
go.
a little hoops before we move into the lightning round. So, we talked about it at the top. Toby and I, really got to become friends through, shared Mavs fandom at the time.
Y'all's
but
favorite team.
More
Yeah.
importantly, shared
To this date.
shared hoops fandom. Still to this day, yes.
Yeah, I still can't name you some college stars.
Remember 10 years ago when free agency was huge in the NBA? They're, so-and-so followed this person on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
When we worked together, we were running back and forth to each other's office. Like, did you see this? Did you see what's going on here?
Every little thing.
chill.
Now it's all like lies.
Yeah.
Where like I had to stop bringing up screenshots of Spurs Nation and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, they say blah 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 because everything's a lie, and I'm just like looking like an ass.
It's all BS. But we're over
like,
there
it's all
talking about DeAndre Jordan, the DeAndre Jordan fiasco.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin just tweeted out a picture of a chair blocking a door. What does it mean? What can it possibly mean? And then the video of the guy like, never trust a man from Houston. That was your problem. You trusted DeAndre Jordan to do a handshake agreement. Never trust a man from Houston. Yeah, that was.
Oh, that's that John Sterling crap though over there, man.
Oh yeah.
You saw that, man. Like he basically like, hey, come to this party, blah blah blah, and it's like a white party, and I'm not talking about the clothes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I've got some. We've talked a lot of hoops this month with all of the NBA free agency business, all of the trades.
They came fast.
It was
like a teenager at prom.
It was
One
way
pump and you
more.
in.
I'm plowing past that. It was way more eventful than I expected because I think for 3 straight weeks we've been talking about how basically the NBA trade market is just wasted. It's drunk. Like we're doing moves that help neither team. Neither team gets better. Probably both teams get worse.
You got
It
an
makes
MVP
no
candidate
sense.
leaving your team, and it's like, what is going
None
on here?
of the moves really make
Giannis
sense.
to Miami? Why? Like, isn't he supposed to go? Like,
How about Kawhi to Toronto,
Oh.
who we now learned?
he was trying to evade something?
Well,
but
and that's
pump your brakes here, baby.
That's where I want to start
Oh,
because
what's his last name?
Pablo Torre.
Pablo
investigated-
Torre is like, I wrote about this in a 11 segment podcast.
How about the federal government finally
doing
prosecuted
so-
the guy that
Yeah.
was the head of Aspiration?
How can we forget Uncle Dennis got fired?
Oh, Uncle Dennis got fired. Uncle Dennis, I'm going to run things myself. Give me a Kawhi laugh there, LG.
Uncle Dennis and Kawhi's longtime agent both fired.
Yeah.
Kawhi has new representation.
Oh, he's going to Shohei Ohtani them.
It really
Do
feels.
you think Uncle Dennis going to do a 3-year bid?
I don't know. Uncle Dennis made a lot of money off Kawhi.
He's
over
a little
the years.
older than the translator. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I think
Because we all know Shohei betted,
Of course he did.
and Pete Rose had to die to get in the Hall of Fame. Freaking hypocrites, man.
Wait, are you defending Pete? Are you defending Brendan Sorsby too? Are you defending?
I'm not defending anything. I'm calling out the hypocrisy.
Well, I mean,
Shohei was an all-star, but if Pete Rose was, did they know about Pete Rose's betting while he was playing? Because that's where he was drawing money, like Shohei, or did they wait till he was a drunken old coach and then they're like, oh, now he's betting on baseball. Let's get him out of here.
I think you should be mad at Pete Rose for not having a fall guy like Chris Carter told all the NFL rookies.
Well, they knew about it for all those years. He thought he was safe. He was like, I'm Pete Rose. 4,500 hits. I don't know what 4,800 is. I don't know.
It does sound like Uncle Dennis is setting up to be the fall guy in
Someone's
this
a fall
because
guy.
we got the word today. The league is halting the trade. The trade from the Clippers to the Raptors is not going to be made official until the investigation is concluded.
8 days after announcing it.
Well, and
how embarrassing is this?
all of the corresponding moves that the teams are already lining up or planning to make based off of this trade being accepted, it makes me feel like maybe the one good thing is the NBA is about to rule imminently one way or another.
They got to before the season.
What's taking them so long? Wrap this up. Pablo Torres had this investigation figured out for months.
Well, because they thought that gambling thing with old Chauncey
Would
and
cover
all them
some of that.
would be like, all right, y'all forgot about this one, right?
Pablo's had it for months. The FBI's had it for years. I mean, it's nothing new.
And Adam Silver's the worst commissioner in major sports, right? Because David Stern would have had everyone locked up in Guantanamo Bay just for messing with the league in any kind of sense with this. And now you're going to punish the Raptors for this? Get Donald, or who's the owner over there? Not Sterling.
No, it's
Ballmer. Get Ballmer out of there.
Yeah. And isn't Ballmer in another, he started owning another team, or was it the WNBA?
It might have been WNBA,
okay,
but
yeah.
the reason Ballmer's not going anywhere is because he's the richest owner in the league.
Yeah.
And the league wants his money. They want him to build the new arenas. They want him.
Quid pro quo is a national holiday now.
They said the best punishment would be forcing the Clippers to move to Seattle to become the Supersonics and then making the Lakers take over the arena he just built.
That would be spectacular. It's not going to happen, but that would absolutely be great. Or even make them move back to San Diego and build another arena.
Right. Move Memphis over there or something.
Yeah, go back to being the San Diego Clippers. Yeah. The league's not going to come down on them hard. I just don't see that happening because I think if that was going to happen, it would have been swifter. It feels like they've tried to intentionally drag it out. So when they finally do dole out some kind of punishment, it's going to just be.
But it's been 8 days, and besides Pablo Torre, I didn't hear a real big rumbling about this issue for the trade other than the joke, oh, he's leaving the U.S. to get rid of this. Ha, ha, ha. We all just laughed about it. There was no outrage. There was,
not outrage, but there were definitely questions of, does the punishment follow Kawhi or does the punishment stay with the Clippers? Because I think at the end of the day,
it stays with the Clippers.
The Clippers are the party at fault. I mean, the player obviously going along with it is one thing.
Yeah.
But the circumvention of the salary cap by the Clippers is the scandal.
I think somebody in the media got a hold of that contract, and it said that if they were traded, the punishment follows to Toronto.
See, there's too many weird things going on where there's too many players saying, hey, stop pocket watching over there, Pablo Torre. They're trying to defend Kawhi, which makes me think, oh, this is going on a lot, but no one really cares.
So
we've seen so much corruption over the past 20 years. It's
I'm glad you phrased it that way because
they didn't win.
I personally I think you're spot on. I think every single team is. I mean, we saw even like Mark Cuban with Dirk and doing the documentary that he gave him multi-million dollars for to make a pretty
sweetheart deal,
pretty cheap looking documentary. I enjoyed it.
A home team deal, even though he lives in Germany. I know.
So I think the circumvention of the salary cap for star players like this is something that has been done across the league for decades, for years. But I don't think it had ever been done at the scale of what the Clippers did. And I think that's why, because at the end of the day, the people that are going to determine the punishment for the Clippers are the other owners. The other owners want Ballmer in the league because of what he brings financially.
When did he sign the extension? 3 years ago? 4 years
2
ago?
years ago, right?
2 years
2
ago.
years ago, yeah.
All right, and it's been out for 10 months, so it was, I mean, that's not too long.
But it's the amount of money that they tried to funnel through the
what was it, 30 million or 20?
I didn't think it was that much.
That's a good, it was definitely going to put them over the cap because
oh yeah, they wouldn't have been able to. And you also remember it was them trying to work out the extensions with him and Paul George. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it was, we can't max you both out. So we find ways to.
Jaylen Brown, Channing Tatum, Jason Tatum.
$28 million. So you
like
were
30,
right.
yeah, it's around $30 million.
Yeah.
There's a reason Paul George said before he got traded, just give me what y'all giving Kawhi. And everyone just thought contract because he said it like in that term. Just give me what y'all giving him. And everyone's like, oh, you're not worth $30 million, whatever it was a year. And it kind of thinks, well,
I want to know that
timeline.
timeline. I want to know the timeline from when Paul George said that to the Pablo Torre podcast because they're like he basically seemed like it was locker room talk, and then all of a sudden Paul George made a little snide remark like, "Huh, just do what you do for Kawhi. You're gonna keep me around.
Yeah, that's where a lot of anytime a scandal starts to spread and awareness of it grows, you start to go back and look at stuff differently. And I think there are multiple, if you watch the Pablo Torre, 11-part investigation or whatever he's up to now, he does a lot of that where it's like, it's not direct evidence, but it certainly has a different
It's enough
meaning.
to investigate it.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't the court of law.
Yeah.
NBA can just figure this out. We know what you did. Here's a couple draft picks gone. Voiding this. Goodbye.
That's what I see happening.
I think the
couple
draft
picks.
picks.
I don't see someone going down like a betting scandal where the translator goes down.
No, I think Kawhi ends up on the Raptors. Clippers lose a couple draft picks, are given the big slap on the wrist.
Don't do that again.
And the rest of the owners
Better cover your
are
ass.
probably
next time.
tightening up their own skeletons in the closet of let's make sure.
Because we got to do some of that coming up in 4 years with the Spurs if they want to keep all those players.
Oh, we can have Steph and Dylan building basketball courts under every interstate.
Sports
here
Cave
in
Live
town.
will pay Castle a no-show contract for $20 million. We got that money.
Before, it's all in the
kitty's
kitty.
getting bigger.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
You just paid for Castle's extension. Before we talk about some of the other moves, one more news of the day, NBA related. How does this sound to y'all's ears? Introducing the newest NBA expansion teams, the return of the Seattle Supersonics, and the unveiling of the Las Vegas Jacks. Well, there's an instant reaction.
You had me at Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
You lost me at the Jacks.
The Jacks, man, the Jacks better not be off any night.
See, it took you all of 10 seconds to come up with the master. It took
so
no
much
time.
more.
It's all right there. I don't like it. I mean, I get, obviously, you're trying to be kitschy and lean into the cards.
gambling, and now that it's all acceptable, and
Well,
like,
and
but
not
make sure
like-
to call this number if it's a disease. But we give you free $200 to start on FanDuel.
and we'll actually, if you lose your bet, we'll give you a way to buy back in at a discount price. And at a time when the league is having multiple gambling scandals,
Exactly.
this was always going to be
Yeah.
a storyline with them moving into Vegas.
Putting
But
hometown bookies out of business.
outside of all of it, it's killed an industry. It's killed an industry. Outside
It's
of
like think local people.
all
Just
of
remember
the
that.
gambling connections, I just don't think it's a good name. Like it's like there's Jacks.
I'm the Jacks.
Right.
Like, you're,
Like,
you're a jerk off, man.
You're
That's
the
what you are.
what? You're the third ranked person in the royal court. Like you're not even like I know you can't be kings because of Sacramento.
Why couldn't it
you
be the
wouldn't wanna
Vegas
be
Aces?
queen?
Like,
That's the WNBA team because they took aces.
you got to switch that. Which one makes money, baby?
Am I alone?
Sorry, Becky Hammond.
Am I alone in thinking I am completely over franchises going to Vegas?
It's really weird that they're about to have all 5 major sports.
That was the whole like the
Or I
breaking
guess
point.
4 major sports.
I mean, we all saw 30 for
soccer.
30 for the Raiders. You know, he wanted to go to Vegas so bad, and they kept going back from L.A. back up to Oakland, Oakland to L.A. But it was just a matter of time. But come on, man. Like, I could think of like, what about the Vegas Kings? Oh,
well, that's Sacramento.
Yeah.
I know. I thought if you went more like Vegas, like some kind of outlaw or some kind of like bandit or something, not maybe that
the Vegas
specifically.
Mafia.
Well, that might be a little too on the nose. Yeah. The Vegas, we'll put Jerry Tarkanian's friend in the trunk of a car.
Joe Pesci over there on the
Mafia.
sideline.
Yeah, it's just not very inspiring, I think, is the takeaway. But
The fact that they haven't announced it, I think this is like a soft.
I do too.
I
And
think
it's
this is a
so
soft
this
release.
This is just the release.
And they're like, too many jerk offs, you know.
yeah, too many
jack off jokes.
This is just the release of them saying they have $8 billion to spend on the expansion
Oh, buddy.
because the expansion fee is going to be.
8 billion?
Oh yeah, the expansion fee will probably be 5 or 6 minimum.
They
Probably
print,
more
they
than
print
that.
money over there, man.
Yeah, and that's why.
I just want to know how like the supplemental draft's gonna be. You know,
Or
Is
the
it-
expansion draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
why did I say
it's not because we've been talking Brendan Sorsby and gambling.
Yeah, that guy.
It's not going to be apparently the league is focusing on 2028 to be the year that the two teams enter. And the question as we get closer and closer will be how many players are teams allowed to protect? Traditionally, in the past, it's been 8 players. But if you're bringing 2 teams in at the same time, and you've seen other leagues like the NHL want their expansion teams to be able to compete quicker, so they've given them more choice of other teams' players. It wouldn't surprise me if the NBA is like, you get to protect 6 players. Your 5 starters and your 6 man.
Yeah.
Everyone else is free for them to
It's up
select.
to there. But my man, Far West Texas, it's true. The Vegas Gamblers, but the one rodeo champion. Are they champions there, Far West? Or the Austin Gamblers?
I think they-
in
I
the
think
PBA.
2 years ago, they didn't defend their title last year. Yeah, that's a good call, Wes. The Austin
like-
Gamblers, the PBR team, the Vegas Gamblers would certainly.
They're trying to. He says
sound
he's trying to
better than the
build team
Jacks.
name rights. I don't know about playing Kitty Rogers because LG's a little bitch about playing music.
Well,
and
or-
us getting fined
or-
by the FCC or
or-
all this crew.
It's like, oh no, our videos will be taken down if we follow Cap's advice. I think maybe that's more of what LG is banking on there.
We're a guerrilla program. We do what we want. Come on.
We're a guerrilla program hosted by one of the biggest corporations in America, but we are a guerrilla
I
program.
love you, iHeart.
Thank you. Before we just talk some state of the Mavs and make Cap fall asleep. Out of all the trades we've seen, Jaylen Brown, Giannis, LaMelo, Ja, which has kind of been forgotten.
Yeah.
Ja
But
going
he's
to
been
Portland.
forgotten for 2 years.
1,000%. Out of all, Kessler to the Lakers, Randall to the Nets. Bridges to the Suns.
The net, like how is Brooklyn like a dead, like going to the, Mojave Desert?
Imagine being Julius Randle. You go from back-to-back trips to the Western Conference Finals until this year. You came from the Knicks.
But he put up a dud.
Oh, he was
against
terrible.
Yeah.
But you came from the Knicks,
Who
and
won
now
the tie.
you've been shipped back to Brooklyn, where you get to watch the Knicks team that just won the title.
Wasn't that like owned by some Russians, oligarchs? They got money.
Used to be. It was, what was his name? Prokhorov?
Igor. It's like Igor.
Igor
huh?
Prokhorov. And I remembered he said he was going to give up sex if the Nets didn't win a title. That didn't last. He said he was going to spend all of his money.
He said he was going to give up pain for sex.
I think that was when they did the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett trade way over the hill, which ended up giving the Celtics Tatum and Brown.
Yeah.
He was one of the OGs when it became, hey, under the table, because he got Kurlenko for super cheap.
Oh,
Everyone's like, how
yeah.
did you get AK-47? And why are you with his wife all the time?
That's exactly right. And all of a sudden, Karolinko has some massive investments in Russian petrol companies. Yeah, it's great. I mean, again,
Karolinko was like, hey, I can retire now. I'm a billionaire.
now it's Joe.
be a billionaire.
What's the Joe Tsai? Joe Tsai is the owner now. The
Like, why is it a wasteland over there?
Chinese
Y'all know
eBay
more about
founder.
Basketball. Like, who's their star? I do not know who their star
well,
is.
it's Julius Randle. They
Now
just
it's
traded-
Julius Randle.
No,
that's their A1.
It's still not their star. I mean, Michael Porter Jr., but he's a contract and a video game avatar, not really a winning basketball player, despite having some decent winning seasons in Denver. It's a bunch of young guys. It's a bunch of misfit pieces on a roster. I think they've got 5 point guards. They've
So
drafted
they're
a point
in
guard.
constant rebuilding phase.
Except they're in constant rebuilding phase without ever having that one asset that you rebuild around, without having the Wemby, the Cooper Flag, the true one of one guy.
Yeah.
A big problem they're having right now, they're the second most popular team in their arena. Who's the WNBA team? Liberty, just selling out constantly in their own arena. So if you're going to get rid of it, move them to Seattle, move them to Vegas.
that's
We
what I
don't
was
need a new
like.
team.
It was like, why not? Like, of course, they're never gonna redo New Orleans Stadium. I know that one's just in
There's some
shambles.
dumps in the NBA right now.
Atlanta always getting a team in one of the biggest, like cities in America. But what team do they have that is worth a crap?
I mean, since 28-3, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. That was probably the
Kyle
last.
Shanahan tried to do everything he could.
The first half of that Super Bowl was probably the last good Atlanta sports memory outside of Georgia Bulldog football.
The Braves won the World Series like in the last 7 years, didn't they? But that's all they got. Yeah, the Braves won the World Series in the last 7 years.
No.
Yes.
That was the Washington. Oh, it was the Braves. It was right after the National, or right before the Nationals, or after the
Right
Nationals.
around that time somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. But then they sold out. They got Acuna Jr., which he's a 101. I can't wait to see. And he's young. I was hoping the Yankees.
That
would
was
try to.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
I completely blocked that
It's
out.
like the Rangers. Like
they beat
without
they beat
him
the
bringing up the
Astros.
Rangers winning the World Series, I would have totally forgot they won the World Series.
And that's fair.
that
that needs to be forgotten at this point.
yeah, dang. Man.
So all of
so that
those
was the one.
trades,
Good.
all
right,
of
got
those
me talking.
trades, which one is the one that made you scratch your head the most?
LaMelo Ball. I didn't understand it. He was the best player on their team, and they've had the best season they've had in probably 15 years.
They have a good backup point guard that's more consistent, and analytically, he doesn't turn the ball over as much, and he has a higher percentage, shot. But
I think Kobe White's just going to be a bench player that starts,
yeah.
but I don't.
You don't think he can grow like
he-
Jalen Brunson was the backup for Kyrie?
Everyone's doing that now with Jalen Brunson. At least Jalen Brunson showed in college. Winning player, knows how to play, grew up.
Player of the Year. Yeah, National Player of the
Yeah,
Year at
okay.
Villanova. It's funny you immediately, because that's the trade I would have said as well. but I wouldn't have immediately jumped to the Hornets logic. I would have jumped to the Timberwolves. What the hell are you doing, Minnesota?
Yeah.
You have no more future first round picks to
They're
trade.
banking everything on LeBron.
It's and A-Rod apparently is doing his best to recruit LeBron. But you have Anthony Edwards, who you're going to have to try to convince to re-sign and stay in Minnesota.
And Kevin Garnett, of all people, is trying to like
it's time to
the
get
F
out
of there, man.
And your last ditch idea is to use all of your assets, cross the apron, lock yourself into not being able to do certain kinds of trades with salaries.
Yeah.
You have Anthony Edwards and you have LaMelo Ball, and you're in the Western Conference. That makes no sense to me.
I kind of love the trade for Minnesota.
Really?
100%. The first time Anthony Edwards has had any guard help his whole time there.
That's someone that can shoot off the ball, can like take the pressure off him, because he's getting doubled at all times, and no one could have moved the ball and actually create his own shot, penetrate, and dish the ball, or even have an outside shot that's good.
They kept talking about, y'all playing the Spurs. Look how big they are. Yeah, and Timberwolves were big, and they had no guard help. And Julius Randle disappeared. The original sin was trading Cat.
Yeah.
But I like the backcourt. It's one of the best backcourts in the West right now.
That's interesting. I mean, in the West, backcourts. I mean,
I give it to the Spurs. Come on now.
One of, not the best, but yeah, one of the best. You got Anthony Edwards.
I would still even say, on paper right now, LaMelo and Ant are better than Fox and Castle. If we were just talking,
Ant
on
trumps
paper.
everything.
Exactly.
But
that's where
do
I'm
I put
saying,
LaMelo over Fox? No. Do I put LaMelo over?
You were
Fox,
ready.
Fox regular season.
I was about to say you were ready to
Fox regular
pack
season.
the bags and drive the Uber.
Obviously we're keeping him, so I'm still gonna root for him. I'm gonna got that damn buzzer. Just Dennis. Obviously the Spurs are gonna keep him, and then you got Castle, who's only gonna get better. What was his weakness?
Turnovers.
Yeah. You don't think he's not gonna grind and find out and work with people to work on?
You don't have to convince me that Castle's going to address his weaknesses. Thank you, Doom. Doom gave us $10 for to go to my heater fund.
No, that goes to Kitty Doom. No heaters on my watch.
I don't know. They're getting pretty expensive these days.
But I appreciate you, Doom.
Now that you say that, I'm not sure they're actually. I guess Luka and Austin Reeves.
I don't see Reeves being that good of a ball handler.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of any.
He's a sniper.
Jaw and Dame Lillard in Portland.
Is this going to be Dame? How old is Dame? He's like what, 36, 30? Yeah. So this might be coming off.
It's.
He's going to be jacking up logos
but that's a great trade for Portland, in my opinion, because you did it for nothing. You gave up zero draft capital.
You got the Jailblazers back.
Of bad contracts, and if Ja Morant is old Ja Morant,
he's not going to be.
Well, we'll see.
This is a cash grab.
Off the top of my, I guess who would you count? SGA and J-Dub, but J-Dub plays more forward. That's not backcourt. Caruso, I guess. Yeah. And I would, hard not to take. I can
1A, let's go 1A, 1B so we can push it along.
You've at least convinced me there maybe is hope for Minnesota after the trade, but I think my bigger issue is you've locked all of your assets in. You have zero flexibility currently to build a roster around those two guys. If that pairing does work as well as you think it might, it'll be interesting to see what the rest of the roster develops into over the next 18 months.
Yeah, so that's your shock and awe trade, or was that your shock and awe trade?
That one was my shock and awe where I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah, what's your shock and awe?
It's pretty shocking to me. Obviously, I think the Jaylen Brown trade is the other shocking one of just Boston completely punting on that relationship.
Thinking Paul George is the answer and Tatum's going to be able to carry him.
I think that's more of what they think the answer is, of Tatum removing a secondary scorer, so Tatum is your full funnel of the offense, and finding the complementary pieces like Derek White and the aging contract.
I don't watch a lot of Boston, so I don't know what their bench is looking like. So
that one kind of ties in to the one that I think is still the most shocking when I look at it. If I'm Milwaukee and I was offered Jaylen Brown and 2 first-round picks for Giannis, and I still chose the Miami Heat package, that's
the shocking. That was shocking to me
because you could have done
like you got Tyler Hero and who else? And you think
Kel'el Ware, who's got upside, a 7-footer with mobility, and
who's Mr. 82? The person who scored 82 points on the
Bam
Adebayo,
yeah.
Bam Adebayo. Yeah, so him with Giannis. But who else you got?
The way you say Bam Adebayo, it sounds like Jambalaya.
Jam Adebayo.
Mio Mayo.
We going down the
Son
river,
of a
going
gun,
on
we'll have
Adebayo.
big fun on the bio. That's the one because you could have made the trade with the Celtics and then still flipped Jaylen Brown at the trade deadline this year and got more because you need more.
That was like a checkers play and not like a chess. It's like get a better front office with that trade.
It's tough to trade these players making that kind of money now, though. You got the tiers where you're like, oh, you're locked out. Like you owe triple what you were originally going to pay.
Oh, the max contracts, the super maxes.
Yes, it's killing them.
Well, and the tiers, the apron system. Because remember when we talked about on paper the Thunder trading Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins looked like they were really just moving off of about $18 to $21 million in salary.
Yeah.
When in reality, they saved themselves over $200 million in tax, in luxury tax money that they would have had to pay because they're an apron team. And all of that is now it's again
that makes my head
it's
hurt.
Nerd stuff. It gives as the great Mike Reiner would say.
Why couldn't we just make it easy where it's like keep it a flat number?
It gives you
tired.
like,
hey, why don't we just do flat taxes on everybody in America? You know, like make it easy.
Man, I was a fan of the sports, not a fan of all these Excel sheets, all these numbers where I have to keep up with contracts. I don't remember contracts being a thing until the last 20 years.
Bunch of nerds.
All right, before we do lightning round.
Hey, Doom did put out a good little snippet. At least Lillard showed that he can shoot by winning the 3-point contest.
Well, I mean, that's not going to be affected. And,
he's still going to be out there jacking up 15 threes a game.
and I'm sure Ja Morant will look for him open on the perimeter like a natural, true point guard from our youth.
It's going to be Westbrook and KD, where KD's like, I'm open. And Westbrook driving to the hole trying to get one or just jacking up a half-court three.
And then add Denny Advia.
He was my favorite player when we played him against the Spurs. I rooted for Westbrook.
Of course, yeah.
Come on, Westbrook, give him the ball.
You wanted Westbrook to have a great first quarter every time you played the Thunder because that would immediately take
garbage in the fourth.
Well, and it would take Harden and Durant out of the rest of the game too because Westbrook was going for his.
That kind of felt like I just had a little shiver of like a flashback of those games were beautiful. Because of the series, because he was so trash.
Mavs talk because he knows it's coming.
I know it's coming, but that had like
reminiscing on Spurs memories.
It had a little of this past championship where we were like, oh, he's doing great in the first quarter. Let's keep giving him the ball.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Get your Mavs talk out of the way,
it's a problem sometimes. State of the Mavs. The last time Toby was on the podcast was the week of the Luka trade. And I believe you were at work and you actually recorded it during a lunch break because it was so important that we get something out. Still one of
How was the rest of the work day as you got all worked up? And this is like all like...
Still one of our most listened to audio versions of the podcast.
Very nice.
The problem was, it wasn't that I was angry. I was just sad, depressed, in the dumps, and I still am. I lost my love of the game because a shoe salesman traded a top 5 player because he had a man crush on Anthony Davis. So me and Sam do the podcast, and I'm trying not to yell because I'm in a random office. I'm like, I'm on the 17th floor, don't worry about it. And I'm seeing people walk by, and I'm like, hey, keep it moving. Yeah. And it felt therapeutic, but now it's just grief. constant
So
grief.
you went through your like 6 or 7 stages of grief during that podcast,
Dude, man, just that podcast.
Tears to bargaining to
And I have people still send me Luca stuff.
begging.
When they send me Luca clips, I'm like, he's not mine anymore, guys. Like if he has a bad game, I'm like, I don't need to defend him. He's not mine until 2028.
When he
he's
showed
coming
up
back.
in shape for the first year with the Lakers.
I didn't need him in shape. He took us to the finals out of shape. Why do I care if you're in shape if we're going to the finals and facing a juggernaut Boston team? Come in however you want. Back in the day, guys used to come in drunk, smoking, bad backs. No one cared because you were great.
Crushing Coors Lights in halftime.
It all started with Michael Finley taking the beer away from him when he's just trying to enjoy a beer with his dad, celebrating. I figured it was still
Spurs legend Michael Finley.
I figured, hey, won the ring. I figured it was still not at the level of fandom it was obviously before the trade. But how has year one of seeing basically Kawhi Leonard / whoever you want to compare Cooper Flagg to, like seeing a generational player that might end up being better than Luka in the long run.
It's a little early for that one.
Well, I mean, I think when you put up numbers as a teenager that only LeBron has ever done.
Because they were just feeding him the ball, man. No, who else on that team?
Do you remember what
Name 5 people from that team.
Do you remember what the
Nah,
Cavs
Vince
looked
knows.
like?
He's a
LeBron's
fan.
rookie
He's a fan. I
year.
forget.
Like that's what you do with superstar teenagers. You give them as much time on the ball to develop.
He's only 19.
He should be a college freshman. How has the basically tripping over your D and getting Cooper Flagg? It's got to at least get you back somewhere closer to original levels of fandom.
I'm never going to be at the original fandoms. I know it now. I think it's just an age thing where
That's a wound that will never heal.
I really feel like it's that because you got to see Dirk. Me and him talk about the 90s stuff. Where I'm like, man, it's coming back. The 90s are coming back, and that's not a good thing for Dallas. Where I got to see Dirk, got to see Luka, made the finals. Okay, great. We're going to take the next step in the next 5 years probably. It's just going to be repeating itself.
Yeah.
To have that taken away, and then the conspiracy in me thinks, well, like, here you go. Here's a little Cooper Flagg for you, which is great. Cooper's
They 100% did
he's
that.
amazing.
The
But
worst odds to get the first pick, and they got it.
White
Yeah.
White Kawhi. That's what I call him all the time. But he's not Luka. He's not ours. Like Luka kind of grew up there, but maybe in 5 years I might feel different about Cooper. Like I'm a fan of his.
You're telling me you don't want to root for the American?
I want
That was America.
but it's just not. It's different not seeing them grow up there. Like we saw Dirk grow up there, and then you have Luka kind of doing the same thing. Where with Cooper, everything kind of feels.
But
pristine
there was
and-
always controversy with Luka. There was
I-
always controversy.
I don't think there was that much
Was there
controversy.
how much controversy was there with Dirk?
Dirk, well, no, we had 2009 when Dirk got busted dating like a scam artist.
We don't
Well,
talk.
he got catfish.
Do you not remember?
Was this like
right.
this is only Dallas's own news?
Next,
or what?
no. Next week, do you remember NFL quarterback Tony Banks?
No.
He was a quarterback for the Rams, and then was a longtime backup with multiple other teams.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this woman not only catfish, not really catfish, just scam artist, con artist, got Dirk.
Used what God gave
Also
her.
got 1,000%. Also got Tony Banks earlier, and that's why she was wanted and changed her identity before she got with
It's a
Dirk.
story as old as time, man.
We'll
You know what I'm saying?
we'll dive. We need to dive into that more, or the scandal of the first round elimination by the Warriors.
Well, first-
not really
yeah.
scandal, just disappointment. The Luka one. The other thing about it, I think, in my head, Luka wasn't the number 1 overall pick.
No.
There were a lot of people.
There was no pressure on him.
A lot of people. Well, he was the 3rd pick. A lot of people, or 4th pick, and traded, or 3rd and traded. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft, but he wasn't a clear cut 1 of 1 like Cooper Flagg was, or like LeBron, or Wemby, or
because we saw America saw him in college. We didn't see Luka in college, It's like, what did he do over there?
And
it's like you have to be like a scouter really deep into basketball.
Who's the last
The summer leagues and
foreign
stuff.
player to go? I mean, Wemby is the answer, but before Wemby, who's the last foreign player to go first overall that was an instant superstar? I mean, you had guys like Valanciunas and Bargnani and Ricochet. I mean,
Yeah, I mean the
Porzingis was up there, wasn't he?
yeah, he wasn't one of one though, right? I think he was fourth overall.
I think he was fourth, but they were talking unicorn. He was like KG
Yeah.
mixed with Dirk.
Yeah, they're like basically like here's another KD who's tall and can shoot the three and stretch the floor.
So all that being said, if the day before the Luka trade is 100, the day after the Luka trade is 1, where are you at on that spectrum right now?
I'm at like a 73, but it rises because sometimes I'll text him. I wish Mark Cuban would just shut up. You're not even a majority owner anymore, bro. I don't care what you have to say. Like, he's just trying to explain himself. This wasn't my fault. It was. Go away.
You sold it to casino owners,
For under market value and in an all cash transaction, I should add. Not shady at all.
No.
That doesn't make me think you probably owed creditors or investors and you needed to pay them in less than 24 hours before something bad happened. That doesn't make me think that whatsoever.
Crypto was not good to that man. The way that he was preaching about
It's like he lost his crypto while I'm searching the dumps.
We talked for years. Conspiracy theory, we had Mark Cuban's broke. That's why he started getting cheap the last 10 years, then sold the team as fast as he did. But he just keeps talking. I'm like, you let the fox in the hen house, bro. I don't want to hear from you anymore. You're just a fan. Like, they're not bringing us on.
He's a pretty famous
to talk about
fan.
it.
He's a fan with a ring.
Technically, Don Carter lifted that trophy first.
Oh, Don did?
The original, the guy, you remember the old Mavericks logo with the cowboy hat on the basketball?
Yeah.
That's Don Carter's cowboy hat.
Oh, that's Don Carter? The green jerseys?
He knew nothing about basketball, but his wife loved it, and so he bought her a basketball team. He was a rich oil guy. But yeah, no, the Cuban still talking.
That's so Dallas. Dude.
So Dallas. The Cuban still talking is not helping anything. It's not helping his case. And I think it might also just be because he's got the buyback clause. He currently owns 27% of the team still, but they can buy back up to 20% of that. So he could drop all the way down to like 7% ownership.
Okay.
And it kind of feels to me like, again, to go back to the conspiracy.
like he's like, hey, why don't you buy him back? And I'll shut up, dude.
I could really use that money. Like, I'm going to call y'all out in the
need
press.
that money.
I'm going to talk about how I'm upset you iced me out. I'm going to talk about all the things I have wrong with you, maybe hoping that you'll expedite that rebuy process because I do buy into the Cuban needed money and he needed it fast. And that's the first that's the small domino that fell.
That Cuban coin did not work out.
No, Cuban coin, not so much. How many years before the Mavs have home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs?
3. Less than 3. No, okay.
Whoa.
3. No, I won't say less than 4, but 3. No, I think they're on the come up. Like, you have a top 25. I don't know.
What was your draft pick this year?
9th. 3 years.
See,
you
fan.
wouldn't have. Well, a fan of basketball. Morris Johnson Jr.
Every time I catch him.
Because I reminded him of it.
Yeah.
He had a great summer league game tonight. Actually,
he's
I think it was
feeling-
27
he's feeling that
points,
Mavericks
8
energy.
rebounds. 3 years from now, though, if you're saying the Mavs are a top 4 team in the West, 3 years from now they don't have Kyrie because he'd be 40. All of their core is already on the other side of 30, outside of Max Christie. What's the pathway to get there?
I think their core is Morez, Flag. That's the core. And they're 20, 21.
I don't know either one of those guys.
You know Flag. You know Cooper
Oh, Flag. I thought you said Flag.
Oh, no. My bad. But Cooper Flag's going to probably be in the next 3 years a top 15 player. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is figure out the pieces
He's already
around
got
him.
weight. He's already got weight on him and stuff like that. So he's gonna fill out a little bit more because he's only 19 or 20.
See, he kind of reminds me of Drago, where he's just kind of a machine the way his parents built him up to play.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, oh, that's great for
his
Dallas
shot
Mavericks.
looks good. He doesn't have any quirks. He can handle the ball. Like, he's put the work in, obviously.
But we're just missing. We're just missing one or two parts.
You need some pieces.
We need some point guards.
No moves.
Dude, Dallas is nothing but power forwards and centers right now.
Yeah, kind of like I said, the Nets had 5 point guards earlier. I think Dallas has 5 power forwards, maybe 7 if you count.
Maybe they should call each other.
Certain guys. Well, it might not be a bad idea.
Let's do a NBA love matchmaking game.
I told him they need to give San Antonio a call and say, hey, we got some power forwards. Y'all need some size to protect Wemby.
We ain't giving you crap.
We'll take small things like a future pick that used to belong to us. We might even take that De'Aaron Fox contract off your hands in 2 years.
Can we keep it the Fox?
I think De'Aaron Fox can probably go ahead and start looking at real estate in Las Vegas or Seattle. He feels like
he's got one more year to during the playoffs to prove himself.
Yeah, the 3-year timeline feels when you have a talent like Cooper Flagg, it's not insane or unrealistic to say that. It's just looking at and I should say the new GM Mike Schmidt, new head coach Dusty May. It seems like that brain trust understands this current era of team building in the NBA. 3 years is just a quick turnaround to be a top 4 team.
Here's my thing is you're going to have, like, the Dallas Mavericks are going to have to make moves. They're going to have to get them a De'Aaron Fox kind of like veteran to come in who's a max contract. But the top 4 teams for the next 3 years, OKC, Spurs. You don't think OKC is going to be up there in the top 4?
SJ is getting old, man.
He's 24.
27.
27.
And in 3 to 4 years, he's going to be 30. Like, they're building they're fine.
He's still going to get the fouls.
That's why they're building now around them. I think in a few years, their window's closing faster than people think. Because Chet's not making any leaps.
He's going to be number.
That has more to do with Chet.
Yeah, Chet. Maybe he finds his testicles
So
somewhere.
at worst, though, they're the 4th of these 4 teams under that scenario.
Timberwolves.
According to you two,
Ant has shown that he can take a team far into the playoffs,
but he hasn't
by
shown
himself.
that he can consistently take them to a top 3 spot in regular seasons. He's a great playoff performer.
If injury, like all this is barring injuries and stuff like that. Then the Spurs. Then
Spurs, Thunder, T-Wolves. Who's that 4th team that 3 years
it's
from
hard
now,
for me to think that the Lakers don't use money and buy talent.
I tend to agree. That's the team.
Now that they got Luka, they got Reeves, they're gonna be happy to get a draft pick this year, but they're gonna sign someone huge next year.
I'm just saying I won't be shocked.
It might be an Ant-Man.
Luka might be gone in 2 years. I don't know where. I think he might be gone.
You don't think he's going to take that money and that stardom in LA?
They screwed him on his money with Nico. He doesn't get that max money anymore, so it's all the same everywhere.
It's pretty bad.
I forgot about that. I love Nico.
Nico's great.
Nico's my man, dude.
Y'all have any more hoops thoughts before we move to a lightning round?
Oh, no,
Just
man.
realized we're 10 after.
In the words of Gina, go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go. LG, let's do a lightning round, shall we? All right. Oh, yeah. Prepare yourself. It's abrasive.
Yeah, we're supposed to be fast on this, but we spiral.
We're going to be fast on every topic except this first one.
Okay.
But we're still going to be brief.
Okay.
TMZ reported earlier today that Jacob Toby was let go by the San Antonio Spurs as the television play-by-play guy.
Man, nothing. The woman scorn. And men, don't let your women have your socials passwords, man. Come on, man.
That's probably
that is rule 1. You change them every month. I change my phone password every year, and every time it was like 1 or 2 days. Why is your password changed? I'm like, how often have you been going through my phone?
Or instead of worrying about the password, just don't be a scumbag. Just keep it in your pants, pal.
I mean, they're both Native Americans.
Yeah, they did have a connection, unlike
hey, you got to keep.
They had connection, unlike others.
Bloodline pure, baby.
So
a lot of pressure in that community, dude.
I think
I'm from Oklahoma. So.
I think both things can be right here. Like there is the amount. I'm not. There's really no the detail. Like he cheated on his girlfriend. They had been together 6 years. she released photos.
I want to know the details. How much did he cheat? Did he cheat with just that kiss from that little photo booth, or was there actual penetration?
Well, okay, that's not. I mean, I guess that's FCC
Coitus.
compliant, but no,
Coitus.
that's certainly not.
Fellatio?
Not really. You could probably go fellate and get away with it.
Sodomy?
Well, that's biblical and Old Testament, so we might be okay
If
there.
it's in the Bible, we're good, baby. We're
I'm
good.
more interested in the reactions to it because it's not hard for me to understand. I think it's potentially more the party he chose to do it with than the action itself.
Yeah.
That's where, to me,
That's
Spurs,
Udoka. That's Udoka type territory.
and it's 1,000%. That's workplace, HR. Like that is different than.
And we already had to deal with they already have to deal with Primo. So I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
That was only 3 short years ago.
Forget about Josh Primo sometimes.
Zeb killing me. R.I.P. Jacob Toby 2024 to 2026.
Here's to Boban as our next announcer. Not a bad idea, Zeb.
I like it.
I would love it. Yeah, if nothing else, maybe sideline reporter.
Yeah.
The interesting thing to me is the reaction. The two sides. The one rushing to say, "Oh, what? You can get fired for cheating on your girlfriend now?" It's not like they were It's not like they were married. It wasn't his wife.
You represent
wasn't-
the company.
Bingo.
It's all.
That's
it's
all-
like you don't think all these people who work who get signed by Disney, they have a Disney clause. If you embarrass us with family values, religion, any type of this stuff, you're gonna get fired.
Dude, ask Paul Pierce when he was on Instagram Live playing
Oh,
poker
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
dancers and all that.
Yeah,
And
baby.
he's like, I know this will get me out of my contract.
Yeah, that was intentional, so he could go do the podcast.
He's like, come on over here, baby.
Yeah, that God, I forgot that was an all-time NBA After Dark moment right
That was
there.
great. That was
Yeah,
great.
the side that even Colin Cowherd today on airwaves here in San Antonio talking about like, oh, I didn't realize you could be fired for cheating on your girlfriend now, and I think that is such a misrepresentation of the
Like,
facts
go
of
talk
this
to your
case.
buddy Skip, dude. You
Like-
know, like he didn't get fired, but like
The fact that again, all of it allegedly only from the pictures posted by the scorned now ex-girlfriend.
you know her girlfriends were just like, do it.
Of course, yeah.
Do
And
it.
I will say this, the amount of
do it, just that venom in their ear, just being like, blow up his life.
the amount of people that have also on the
Don't
other
worry about the
side
6 years that you've had with this man.
on the other side that have come out and said she's the villain here for posting those pictures. She's the one that's
Both can be right, both can
that's
be wrong.
exactly what it's okay to say that
Both can be right, both can
he
be wrong.
should be fired for the very obvious reasons, and also she shouldn't do that. Like that's not that's not nice. Like don't do
Two
that.
wrongs don't make
Like,
a right, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And if you're going to do something like that, be a 20-year vet that everyone just loves. You're not the new guy on the block where it's just easy to get rid of you. Can you imagine the last guy? Was it Bill?
Yeah.
Bill Lane doing
Yeah.
it. Bill. Everyone's like, oh, that's classic Bill.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like, oh, that's the type of man. He's a coxman, you know. I don't know the proper term, but that seemed right. But yeah, it's like Charles Barkley roaming the streets. It's like you gotta earn those stripes. You can't be 2 years in just your first extension, which he wasn't all that good in my opinion.
Well,
that
that
I
is.
was like, go ahead and get rid of him. But
It does, and I've seen a lot of that expressed as well. Of like,
Don't give an F.
I've like, while I don't think he should have been fired for this, I think he should have been fired because he's terrible at his job. I've seen a lot of that
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
You're not alone there. I thought he was fine. I mean,
You got to get used to his voice, and I never.
yeah,
did.
and replacing a guy that had been there for so long is always difficult. I mean, I think there
Yeah.
was always going to be a coldness at which some fans always viewed him because he's
Change
not
is
Bill
always
Land.
change is always going to get cheers and jeers.
The
you know what I'm saying?
the unfortunate or the biggest, I'm sure he's thought about this quite a bit of You know,
I wish I would have had my password changed.
well, that sure, but also the like, is there a play-by-play job in the NBA right now
oh, he's got
that you would that you would enjoy more than watching Wemby play 82 times a year every regular season?
And you're going to be listened to by out-of-network people.
Yep.
This could have jumped you off to higher network people because you're going to be heard more because everybody's going to watch Wemby.
You could have been the voice of Wemby. Every highlight clip you would be in the background for,
Yeah.
and now that's all gone because you had a
You
bad
know he had a
moment.
notebook of phrases that he was going to use.
Oh, all of that. Yeah, all of that.
The French Vanilla Connection. Oh, Area 51 coming through again.
It'll be interesting to see how the Spurs handle their next move of who they end up selecting to replace him. But yeah, just absolutely unfortunate news to be dealing with as we're in the middle of pivotal summer league games.
I don't know if I'm gonna be putting on this headset again.
Yeah. Okay. Which is worse? Which is worse? Thom saying F capital of the world, or allegedly sleeping with a teammate's sister or a player on the team's sister?
I mean, can they both be wrong?
That's the
There
answer.
it is.
Hit me, LG. All right, enough of that. I want to ask you, we're running out of time, but I want to get y'all something I teased at the top. I know nothing and desire to know very little about UFC. Not nothing, but I would like to be slightly more educated to maybe have some inkling to actually watch a fight again. I literally think the last one I watched was GSP's final fight. Or
Oh,
one
that
of
was
the last
garbage.
rounds.
That was such
Yeah, and that was
Push him against
20
the cage
years ago.
and take him down and lay on him.
It's been forever.
There's nothing wrong with just dominating for 25 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a GSP fan, but like, yes, he would. He was the master of cutting down his weight and then just keeping people on the fence, wearing them down, grounding. It's a technique. It worked, but he picked his fights like Mayweather.
Smart.
I didn't
Smart.
like it.
So
Give him the mic.
Hold on.
Let him retort.
I'm gonna let y'all have your GSP argument. This all started because I saw the headline. One of the few UFC fighters I know is fighting again this weekend after a long layoff.
Yeah.
So explain why Conor McGregor being back fighting is not as important as finishing an argument about GSP.
Conor he's the last star the UFC possibly made, or that was in it. I don't think he's
The top 5 grossing fights, monetarily wise, and that's all Dana White cares about. Probably 4 of them are Conor McGregor.
it's Conor and Brock. Those
Yeah,
are probably
Brock
the big money
Lesnar.
guys. But
Yeah.
also Conor, this is his Tyson coming out of prison in the 90s fight.
Yeah, who knows? Like, there's shots of him walking down on the beach, and he still looks like he's got a beer gut. But he's fighting at 170 when he used to fight at 145. He only has two fights left on his contract, and he's trying to get out of it because it looks like he's like going to bare knuckle.
He wants to do the Jake Paul boxing.
He
Get paid a
wants
bunch
to-
through Netflix. Yeah.
He wants that YouTube money. But the only thing that I like that entices me on this fight, and I know you agree, is they're gonna stand.
Him and Holloway, for sure, because Holloway can stand there and fight all day.
Yeah, Holloway is the king of right here. Put it right here. And you know who's not gonna back down? Conor McGregor.
But it's that weight difference, man.
Yeah,
And
it's
he
gonna be
fought
a fast-
145
it's gonna be a
like a
fast
year
fight.
ago, and now he's sitting there having to go up 30 pounds.
Holloway or McGregor? Oh, Holloway, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Holloway's he's not gonna be as fast. Holloway sets the record for strikes thrown in fights by hundreds.
And he looks hefty right now.
He looks hefty, so he's not gonna be throwing 500 punches. That's a normal Holloway fight, like 300 to 500 punches during the fight. He doesn't stop.
But do you think Conor can do anything after 2 rounds?
No,
Yeah, he hasn't fought since.
this is gonna be a 1 or 2 rounder.
Is this a scheduled 3 or 5?
5. Every main event's 5.
Okay.
Conor hasn't even won since the Obama administration. Yeah, like that was his last win. I think his last fight was 6 years ago.
How many years has it been since his leg snapped?
Well, he broke his leg twice, right?
2022. It was
2022.
Yeah, I was in Vegas that fight weekend, and I remember betting on him to lose.
That was Gaethje, right?
Yeah, no, it was Poirier.
Poirier.
Yeah, he broke his leg, getting
Yeah.
checking leg kicks. That was like 2022 because Vegas just
It
became
was like
like
you
mass
saying,
mandate.
Usman, like when he fought
Masvidal.
who am I thinking? Anderson Silva.
Oh yeah. When
Like
Chris
where-
Weidman broke his leg,
Yeah.
because he just checked his leg kick.
And he's like, "Oh, I practiced that move." Shut the.
You don't wanna-
I wanted to slap Weidman so much. I'm like, this guy's like, he was the most dominant fighter. I still stand on this today, because GSP got knocked out by the little Frank, like what was his
Matt Serra.
Matt Serra, who won the Ultimate Fighter. That's when they stopped letting legend, like real heavyweights, fight these up and comers anymore. They were like, no more of that crap because it's a puncher's chance. But you saying, but anyway, like what am I getting to? Even after his leg, and he hasn't won since the Obama, all those fights gross more money than any of these other fights. Probably, I don't even know how much money the stupid White House fight was, even though last fight was freaking awesome. But I think Conor McGregor still owns like the highest grossing, UFC fight.
What I'm hearing, obviously, the draw of seeing McGregor fight again, the fact that at this weight class, they're going to be more standing throwing punches than on the ground grappling.
Oh,
Holloway is heavy action. Even though he's fighting about 30 pounds heavier, you're still expected to see
well, he's fighting more his
rapid
natural
fire punching.
He's
or
probably
rapid fire.
about 10 pounds heavier than his natural weight because they cut about 20 pounds.
They
for
cut,
every-
but man, there's a difference. 155, 175.
Oh, yeah. The punch, like when you get hit, you
Yeah.
get knocked out. I used to box, and I always tell people who were like, all my friends were like, let's throw on the gloves because I have gloves and focus pad. I'm like, here, put this headgear. Oh, don't do that. I'm like, dude, there's a weight class for a reason.
Yep.
I was like, my left hand jabbing you is going to feel like a full-on right hand. You're not going to be able to knock me out, and I'm going to knock you out with a simple jab.
But Holloway's based on, like you said, stamina, speed, and at that weight, man, you're not used to seeing a guy that's always ripped to come in looking pudgy, and
Yeah.
that's what he's gonna be just because he's just 20 pounds heavier than what he's supposed to be.
I think that's all a troll. I think Conor comes in ripped.
Oh, I think Conor does. I don't think Holloway does.
Nah, he's gonna look different because he's always looked skinny and just prime.
What's the cutoff? Where does the biggest weight class in UFC start?
230, right?
205 to 265 is heavyweight.
Oh, 65. Okay.
Okay, so 205, and these guys are.
They should let people over 265 fight. I'm just saying.
That feels like
Let's get some 300 pounders. in
Yeah,
there.
I was about to say now we're
see them throw some
now
hands.
we're really hitting idiocracy levels. Let's put that on the White House lawn too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean,
predictions.
it's worth a Holloway.
Holloway.
Yeah.
Wow, both zero hesitation.
Everything about Conor, he's like, steroids, whatever, alcoholism, whatever, rape, not whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Jesus.
I said not whatever.
That went dark, dude.
I said not whatever, okay? But he's there to get out of his contract. I think he's talking himself into, I want to fight. Look how crazy I am again. I'm like, oh, dude, you lost that spirit a long time ago.
He doesn't even have the gift of gab like he used to, man. Where he like really get underneath their skin.
Who is Paddy Pimbleton?
Oh, he's an Englishman, great ground and pound, great wrestler, elite, and he has knockout power, and he has a mouth like Conor.
He's a guy they desperately want Conor to be the next Conor.
Yeah.
He isn't, but he's the closest thing they have.
I saw a clip of him, and I literally thought it was somebody just doing a Conor McGregor impersonation.
Conor
then I
made all that
realized-
money.
And then I realized it was a current UFC fighter. Like he popped up, he was on. So I watched this cooking channel on YouTube, and he was on there. They were eating chicken wings or something.
You are the brand.
Yeah, and I had never heard of him until I saw that.
Yeah,
it just felt like a McGregor clone. Okay,
but worth the watch. But hit me, LG. I got one video through the proper channels.
Ooh, make it quick.
Yeah, it's a quick video. It's why I am wearing the Holland ponytail. This video cracks me up of what he does. Supposedly he does this on the regular, through his club, onto the World Cup stage. Do you have it, LG?
Did you tell him?
I did.
Did you?
Right before the show.
Well,
It's right before the show.
did you tell him what proper channel you sent it on?
It's always through the proper channel is the proper channel.
Okay.
It's Twitter.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Twitter.
Does it have?
The format hasn't been set up for this new camera situation, so we'll see what it looks like.
See, man, you're pissing them off, man.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So this is how everybody's getting water break. This is what Victor Holland likes to do. He likes to go to the opposing goalies' water bottles and drink them.
It's a good bit.
It's a great bit. And he even sits there and offers the goalie water, like, "Hey, you want some of your water?" Who's gonna tell this gargantuan man, "No, I don't want." It's like, you can't drink my water. No goalie's gonna tell this crazed, Viking
6'5", long-haired
No.
Viking.
How that is the best trolling that I've seen in a long time.
Not only is it good trolling, but it feels like it's also just the good psychological warfare. Not just harmless trolling, but actually no, I'm gonna come pillage your water.
He's like the soccer Shaq. He just has fun out there.
See, it reminds me of basketball. You've ever been playing with your buddies and you just roll the ball on the ground because someone's getting a little too hot shooting?
Yeah, you're trying to cool them off.
Yeah, cool them off. Or when NBA players just go stand in the huddle. They're like, "Oh, let me go stand in the huddle and see what they're discussing over here before they shove me out of here."
Yeah, this is great, man. It's great. But
Holland material will always be appreciated on this program.
And one more, hit me, LG. We have. Oh, hit me right. There we go, baby. We have crossed the 600 mark.
Oh,
we actually have 602 subscribers. Thank all of y'all for subscribing. It's very easy. LG tells you at every freaking show how to do it. A lot more people listen to us than subscribe to us, which is unfortunate. But I actually took a picture of these two fine ladies who were 600 and 601.
Okay.
And this is our content.
Hey.
Not bad, gentlemen.
I'm
telling you, when we go do remote shows, all my people in the chat, all my people listening, I bring the goods, baby.
Now, was this?
I bring the goods.
I have to ask because now I am more curious than I was at the beginning of this.
That's Sweet Jackie on the left and Sarah on the right. They are bartenders over at the Skinny Pig.
Where's that at?
That is it's right near Jones and Thousand Oaks.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, same little pocket.
It's just about 3 miles from where I'm just playing.
Yeah, I was about to say, as the crow flies that way.
Yeah.
Was this a Gorilla subscription or?
Oh, it wasn't. I would say it was.
Did you have to commandeer their phones to subscribe?
No.
Okay.
It was a simple. Hey, I came from the podcast. This was last Thursday. And I'm like, "Oh, what'd you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I just came from my podcast." So I'm like, "Have y'all subscribed?" And they're like, telling me what it is. Oh no, it was very nice. And they're like, "Subscribe to the freaking podcast."
Yeah, we've been doing a bit. I don't know if you heard it, where it's like, just grab your phone's buddy. Grab
your buddy's
your
phone.
buddy. Yeah,
not your phone's buddy.
There we go. Look, dude, it's been an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're going over time.
Hit me, LG. We'll end with this. I did an entire edition of Today in Sports History.
Oh, buddy.
But we will skip until...
No death today, buddy.
Okay. Funny you said.
Oh, we're doing deaths.
There's only one death. Luckily, it's light. We'll start with it. American Baseball Hall of Fame executive, owner of the Red Sox from 1933 to 1976.
Who cares, man?
Tom Yawkey. And Yawkey's Way. It's the road right outside of Fenway.
Don't care.
Go read his controversy tab on Wikipedia.
I'm sure
you'll have
had some rip in there.
You'll have just
A lot of scandal.
A lot of maybe skin color related controversies. You know, the Reds, Boston.
Got a lot of black babies out there.
As I said, he was the owner from 1933 to 1976.
He brought segregation together.
You can read up on your own. Birthdays, real quick. The Trent Green, born on this day in 1970. I could never remember. Is Trent Green the one that stuffed his head into the wall?
Gus Frerotte.
Ah, that's Gus Frerotte.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trent Green, quarterback for Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
Before they became
Rams as well, too. 1985, born on this day. Ashley Young.
You just making sounds, buddy.
Is that like a country singer?
No, I'm going to write down country singer or Hall of Fame soccer player.
Right.
Ashley Young was a longtime starter from Manchester United, also played at Inter Milan and Everton.
It's a dude.
It is a dude.
It's
It
a
is a
dude.
dude named
Yeah.
Ashley Young. I say it like I did.
I know LG wants us out because he turned off the AC on me.
Because there's a clip. Born on this day, no longer with us, and will no longer be celebrated in the new Buffalo Bills football stadium.
The juice.
Born on this day, 1947, OJ, not Ortiz Jones.
Hit me with all the drops, LG. I love the juice.
And then we'll do this just to end on this day. This day in 2006, Zinedine Zidane head-butted an Italian,
Just sweet. Just
got a red card. Italy would go on to beat France 5-3
in PKs. And who was their best
on
PK?
penalties.
Sweet
Zidane.
Zidane. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Cap, tell the good people how to get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of me at the Captain SCL on Instagram. You can get a hold of the show on sportscave.live on mostly everything.
Oh, Toby, I forgot to get you
we'll
to
add you
promote
on
the
Grindr.
podcast earlier.
Oh no, I'm not promoting that. It's way too serious, guys. There's two different vibes we're going with right now. I was like, mine is too sad for that.
Yeah, he does a BDSM for beginners podcast. You can find it anywhere you get your podcast. You just do some searching.
As long as you talk real soft.
Yeah, you got to. LG, next week, how are we looking?
Not Thursday.
Not Thursday. So don't expect us Thursday next week. We'll figure out whatever day we're doing. If you want to get a hold of me on X at Biggest Puma, Instagram biggest.puma. Toby, appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us.
Appreciate it, man.
We went long, and we're going longer now because I can't hear the.
It's the closeout music.
Till then, y'all have a great week. Starting NFL division previews next week. So we are 9 weeks away from our first NFL game. We'll get into that next week.
And how do you say it? Cincinnati
Bengals?
Ah, he got
Did I
it.
get it?
He got it. Bengals.
Just wait till tomorrow, next week. It'll be wrong again. All right, y'all have a good weekend. Be good. Peace.
Be good.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only says use drugs. Say no to drugs.
Yeah!